All right. We'll wait, see who all pops in here. Hopefully, a lot of people pop in tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's several in here already. Guys, welcome to Sunday Night Live. We're going to have a good one tonight. Going to have, we got co-host Tank on. Y'all love him. He comes in, brings a good thing to the channel. And we got Ray, who will be popping on here shortly, ready to hear of all this money he's making and everything. You know, he put it in on a channel, man. Hopefully we can discuss it, talk about it, not give away too much information, but hopefully, he's killing it out there, like we were just talking about, Tank.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is, man. He is the envy of the YouTube world.
Yeah. He's y'all make sure, guys, that y'all can hear us good. I know I try to say that in the beginning of it. We got 10 of y'all in here right now. Make sure you can hear us good. Make sure we're clear to the screen for y'all, and we get this thing underway and get it all going. So what's up, Jeff? Appreciate you being in here.
Doing good, Jeff. Doing good. How you doing, bud?
Yeah, we are doing well, man. We are glad to be here. So Tank, you said you had a lot of you got some weather coming in again on you.
Yeah, for right now, it's looking like it's going to be thunder and lightning Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And it's supposed to be having a lot of rain Wednesday evening, but we'll see. But I'm at the point now where I don't care, man. I'm going until I'm not working in thunder and lightning, but if it's raining, too bad. I'm going.
I think what's helping a lot too with this rain, like we've been getting rain throughout the week too and everything, but I think what's helping with it is it's summertime. So the crust and all that on the ground and everything, when the sun pops out through the day and everything, it's drying up pretty fast, But we are
quickly,
rain, but it's drying up quick, So
yeah. Oh yeah.
Appreciate it, Jesse. Loud and clear, and Jesse said loud and clear, guys. So all right, man, we're on it now.
Jesse? Yeah, my rule of thumb is always being after a shower or whatever. I try to wait till all the concrete is dry, like driveways, patios, sidewalks. And when that starts drying out, I go ahead and take off then, because I just don't like everything. I just don't like not being able to get stuff off of the driveways and sidewalks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot harder when it's wet and everything, and you're trying to blow and trying to get them clippings up and everything. I get it. That's a mess, man.
Oh,
I'm spending a little bit more time in each yard, because you're having to slow down a little bit. You got your blowing you got to do. It's just it just puts a damper on the day, Plus the mood too, how you feel when you get out and it's raining, and it just puts everybody in a bad mood, So.
Oh yeah, you got to raise your deck up one setting too. Raise it up about a 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
Keep from scalping everything.
What's up, Commander? Appreciate you being in here. Hey, Irv, I love your channel. New subscriber here. Hey, new subscriber. Thanks, man. Dirty Paul. Appreciate the subscribe. If you don't mind, go on and get over there and subscribe to my buddy over there at T's Lawn Maintenance, man. That's Tank right here. He's the co-host of this show. Come on and give him to subscribe. The guest we're going to have on here tonight, Mr. Ray from Ray's Lawn and Landscape. So come on and give him a subscribe too, man. We really do appreciate it. So I'm a
Ray puts out good stuff every day too.
We're having Ray. I know you're trying to bump in here and everything, but it says device not connected. So if I put you on here, I don't know if it's going to pull you on through. I can't see you right now, so don't know what's going on right there. So y'all give him a minute, let him get everything situated and sorted out, and then we'll pop him on when we can see him and everything. So mowing wet grass sucks, makes everything else frustrating. Exactly right, Jesse. I do. I'm 100% agreeing with you on that one. James, what's up, James? Appreciate you being in here. No payments in my area where I mow in Missouri, gravel roads. Now that can make it a little frustrating too. Having just gravel roads everywhere, I guess. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see where that would be kind of aggravating, especially once that gravel kind of washes over into the grass. Got to kind of be careful where you're pointing that chute.
Yeah.
Tar Heel, how you doing, bud? I ain't seen you in a while.
What's up, Tar Heel?
Dirty Paul, how you doing? Cobra Commander, how about it?
Yeah. Yeah, a doghouse in the house.
Doghouse, Black Smoke, how y'all doing, fellas?
Black Smoke, appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate it. Man, we got, man, Tank, we got a great group of guys that come in here.
We really do, man.
And they come in and say hello, and they give us some feedback, and give us. They want some advice from us, and all that. Dude, it's so great, man. It's like we're all in here every weekend. We're all in here every week, and describing our week and describing what we got, what we're going through, and. Man, every now and then it's good to have that rant or, the ability to speak to another person than just your wife on lawn care, which is cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like the landscape and watering hole, man. Everybody just comes and hangs out. That's all we're doing. Just hanging out, learning from each other.
I like it. And I learn stuff, and I'm sure there's other people that's learned stuff. There's, you've learned some stuff. I mean, it's pretty cool. Jesse said it's 107 here, DFW area, Texas. What's y'all's looking like? We're about 95-ish, 96-ish still,
93 was the high today. You don't know what the heat index was, but 93 was the high.
Yeah. Ray, if you want to try to pop back on here real quick. Oh, hang on. He sent me a text, guys. Let me see.
How you doing, Brandon?
Says restart my computer, so that's what I did. Y'all hang tight. All right, he's got to restart his computer, guys. It's going to take a minute. He said hang tight. He is going to be in the house here soon. All right, Dirty Paul says, I just want to know, let me put him on the big screen. I just want to know how old he was when he started his business. I want to get into the business. I'm 36 and wondering if I'm what's going on with you, Hank?
That coffee had a bone in it, man. I'll be right back, Lee.
All right. Hey, we gotta go revive Tank. Hopefully his wife can take care of him because he's pretty down right now. But guys, what I'll say is you're never too old. You're never too old. I'm a mute Tank while he gets through. You're never too old to start lawn care, man. I've saw other people started later in life. And matter of fact, there's a guy in here. Stacy is the commander guy. He said, "What's up?" He's in here listening to us. He is coming to meet me. He only lives about 45 minutes from me, and we're going to go eat breakfast together Tuesday. Now he is retired from mechanicing up at I want to say Air Force Base or something like that. I'm not really for sure, but he's up in that area, and he retired after 28 years, and he is fixing to jump into lawn care. So he's older than you, Dirty Paul. So like I said, man, don't ever think that you're too old to start something, man. Get out there and do it, man. That's what it's all about. Are you better, my man? I unmuted.
Did you see that, dude? It went everywhere.
I don't know if anybody saw it or what, but Black Smoke says 78 degrees here. Hit the like button, guys. Exactly, Jesse. Tell them, hit the like button on here, man. We're trying to blow this thing up, man. We're trying to, be the best lawn care channel on YouTube, the live. That's what people are saying. I appreciate people saying that about us. And, yeah, man, can't be more happier from hearing feedbacks from everybody all over YouTube. So let's see. I'm getting down to, I got to catch up with these comments. Y'all are throwing them in quick tonight, and I like it. How do y'all handle the rain if it rains every day like it does sometimes weeks after weeks? man, you just got to slow your mower down. You're going to have to slow down a little bit. You're going to have to watch your turns, maybe do better, do your 3-point turns. Like Tank was just saying, it's gonna be frustrating. It's gonna be terrible when you're blowing that stuff into the sidewalks and the driveways. You're having to blow it back off. A good rule of thumb or whatever. And I don't know if you do this, Tank, or whatever, but when the ground's really wet and the concrete's really wet, I'll make 2 or 3 passes blowing it away. But what I'll do is I'll skip. So like say the first one coming up the driveway, I'll blow it, and then I'll go about 3 lines over and I'll blow it back where it don't go all the way to the sidewalk or the driveway, and then I'll make my pass. So when I'm carrying the 3 lines over or whatever that I'm mowing, I'm not bunching it up, making it even thicker and thicker. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to thin it out and still trying to keep from throwing it into the sidewalk. Are you the same way with that, or how do you do that?
I am. And another thing I do, I've got a chute blocker on one of my mowers. When the grass is wet, I do not close that chute blocker at all. I just make sure that chute is facing away from everything.
Yeah.
But and you may have to break out the blower when you're done to break clumps up, man.
Yeah.
But it's just part of it. The main thing is you just got to learn how to mow wet grass. I mean, it's like anything else. It's a learning curve. But I lift the deck up a 1/4 inch and I go after it. As long, I'll walk the property first. If I'm not going to put ruts on that property, it's getting mowed.
Mm-hmm. New Hope's in the house, man. Welcome, New Hope's, man. Appreciate you there. Buster, glad you made it.
Buster?
See the commander guy, he's saying he is from Huntsville Airport, and he's 51 years old there, Dirty Paul. So, see, he's fixing to start off doing his thing from the beginning and on, and we're going to meet Tuesday, and we're going to give him some thoughts on what he can do to start up. So, guys, if y'all are ready, we're bringing him in. We're bringing the big dog, the big guns, the one that's killing it out here in Lawn Care Land right now, Mr. Ray.
Oh, what's up? What's up, y'all? What's up, Tank?
What's up? What's up, Ray?
Can y'all hear me?
Oh, yeah.
These headphones, y'all, are badass, man.
Yeah, didn't you just say you just got them?
Yeah, these are some Bose, man. They make the beats. I can't hear nothing. I can't hear nothing in there, man. Is it pretty clear?
Yeah, you're clear.
All right, man.
The noise canceling, you can't hear nobody around you. All you can hear is
when they hook. I don't even know, how does it do that, dude? How does it do it? Like when I put them on, you can hear everything, and then when I turn them on and it connects, it's like the sound, everything goes away. Does it create a fake sound or something?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it does that, man.
Yeah, it just something with the radio frequencies. It kills it and shoots it in and right there in the ear.
It's badass, dude. I've been using these old beats for years, man. I'm like, man, I need to up my game.
That's what I've got on right now is beats.
Yeah, I had the beats for years, but I broke them and taped them and broke them again, taped them. Then my wife said, "What you want for your birthday?" I said, "I don't know what I want. We want to hit the
I've got one.
Hard."
I've got one question for you, Ray, before we get started. Have you done the tree yet? Have you removed that cypress yet?
That's tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning.
Skyline was asking that same question. So there you go, Skyline. He's going to be doing it tomorrow morning.
Y'all got to admit, man, that looks like a pretty easy job.
It's super easy. You're killing it and somebody was going to charge $4,000. You go in at $3,000. You're still going to make top dollar. But like you said, he's having to rent equipment. You got it.
I could have done it. I probably could have done it for $1,000 and I'd have been okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see how. I mean, I don't think it's going to take that long, really. But it ain't always been like that, y'all. So I don't want y'all to say, "What's up, New Hope?" It ain't always been like that now. It ain't always been where you fall into jobs like that.
Ray, last year or 2 years ago, I did a concrete job for a guy. It was an 18 by 20 slab. Somebody came in and bidding him at 15.5, and I was like, dang, there's definitely money I can make there or whatever. I told him, I said, I'll do it $1,000 cheaper. And he's like, okay, it's yours. And I'm like, I mean, I profited like, I mean, it only costs like, I probably, all of my expenses and everything, I was probably in at $4,000. That's concrete and everything. And we pocketed about 10 grand on that job.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a sweet gig.
Well, a lot of people just don't want to take the time to go to shop. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, they got more money than time. You know, you don't run into a lot of people like that, but a lot of people have more money than time, and they'd rather, okay, if this guy sounds like he knows what he's doing, he sounds like he can do it, and he's got a Facebook page showing all the jobs that he does, okay, and he'll do it for $1,000 cheaper. Why not? You know, That was my thinking. You know, so
yeah.
But we'll definitely be doing that in the morning. I mean, I'm gonna be over there at 8:30, man. I talked to her today. She's like, "Yes, we're looking forward to it." And I mean, me too.
Yeah. Jump on that before he has a change of mind. You know, jump.
Yeah.
I mean, because you know, her neighbor might come over there and say, "Oh, I'll get that for." I've had it happen a lot of times. Man.
Oh, me too. Because I didn't get to it quick enough or whatever. Yeah. They get another chance of somebody coming in and sweeping it under you.
White Noise, Skyline, Jeff, sup, New Hope.
Yeah,
let me ask you this, Ray. You were talking about the HOAs gonna have to hold off. They may take that tree's got priority over the HOA, and I agree with you 100%, especially when they're paying you late against the agreement y'all had.
Right.
I'm just curious, do you use a CRM at all? I know you mentioned that you were invoicing them or whatever. Are you using?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got software that keeps up with everything.
Can you get them to upload a credit card on file?
Who, the HOA?
Yeah.
No, they won't even. They don't do anything. It's only checks. They only send a check, and that's how it's designed like that. It's like they want to make sure they don't want to have either their own employees have access to quick stuff, right? Like Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. I was shocked when I found out that they won't pay, but with mailing me a check. I mean, for a business, that just seems old school, man. You know, but they that's how they like to do it because nothing happens fast. That means if somebody's ripping them off, it ain't happening fast. But ain't nobody going to get them for 10 grand before they know it. They'll get them for one. You know?
But they want the service done fast, though. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, they want the HOAs is really they're the ones that are paying the management group. The management group is who pays me, and I actually do the yard of the president of the HOA. And I haven't told the HOA president, hey, they're playing games with the money. You know, I'm invoicing them on, you know, the 30th, and I'm getting a check on the 28th of the next month.
That's ridiculous.
And our agreement was, okay, I'll stay at this number, but you guys got to pay me promptly, right? That's all.
Yeah.
So I didn't go up.
Yeah, my wife just put it in there. Yeah, a lot of ours are 30-day notice. You know, 30-day notice. So you
net 30.
Yeah, net 30 is a lot of our commercials. Now, a lot of them commercials, they push it on out there, Ray. I'm just, you know that.
I will say this. A HOA is considered commercial, but at the same time, a HOA is also a private entity. It's not like you're dealing with Walmart or CVS or McDonald's or something like that. You know, this is a panel of guys or gals, whatever. And I know our HOA, they pay a company called Cardinal Landscaping to take care of everything in the neighborhood, and they pay them. His credit card on file through them is what the owner of that company told me.
Now, I don't really know.
Your yard, really?
Say that again.
Do they cut everybody's yard in that HOA?
No. Just the common areas and the entrances. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is a rough cut. It's easy. I mean, I would have been done drop them, y'all, if it wasn't a quarter mile from my house. I do it twice a month. There's not a certain time, just twice a month, and it's all mowing. It's on a mower. I'm on a 60-inch, right? And so I can we can go do 10 properties, and I can tell Justin, hey, go on over there and cut this piece of the HOA, and and we're able to. It's a great fill-in because it's right here, and them making it hard for me to get my money. I'm starting to take it personal. So, and I know it's really not personal, but I can't help it. I can't help it. And it's not the HOA; it's the management group. It's HOA. They don't really care. I mean, they don't have no skin. I mean, it's their money that they're basically giving the money to the management group to pay me.
Yeah, but they're making money. The management group's making money.
Oh, yeah.
If they would go straight to you and just stick to straight to you, like I do a lot of mine, you get all the benefits of it. You'll get all the money. So now it's like.
And another thing, the management group, they don't really, they don't do anything. There's not a swimming pool. There's no beds to maintain. No flowers. No entrance way. No nothing. So why aren't they even paying the management group? I mean, if they had a swimming pool and a clubhouse and all that, I get it. Trash pickup, all that. But they don't have none of that.
That's
y'all see my HOA, it's just a freaking roadside cut.
I can tell you why that is, Ray. It's because they don't want to deal with you face to face.
Right.
They don't feel comfortable dealing with people face to face. Is what that is.
Yeah.
You talk about the HOA.
Yeah.
New Pope said, I did a rock job Saturday and quoted another one tomorrow. So easy when you hit the tools at your disposal. So, I mean, it's like you say, man, when you got your own equipment and everything and you're knocking out these jobs, man, you don't have to go to a rental yard. You don't have to waste time on that.
Yeah.
Get straight to the job, get it done. I mean, ain't nothing better,
Well, it has a lot to do with your timing, too, because I'm in control of my timing. Mm-hmm. And that's critical because what are we selling? We're selling time. Mm-hmm. So not having to deal with a rental yard, I have a say so in exactly when are we going to do this? Mm-hmm. Like if we had to rent equipment for some of the stuff that we're doing, then I wouldn't be able to send Justin to go do 4 yards and then come over to the skid job because our time will be sucked up getting the equipment to the job. See? So that's another $300 or $400 that we're making. Because we don't have to go to the rental yard and we don't have to take it back. That's a part of it too. Because when you have to, if I have to go on Monday morning and take a skid steer back to the rental yard, well, you just suck half my day. Because by the time I get to the rental yard, drop the equipment off, get back home, change trailers out, grab 2 mowers. Hell, we're 10, 30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you don't get to keep in. It's a no-brainer, but you can make money with rental equipment. I did for years, and I know Tank does from time to time too.
Yeah.
You can make money with it, but my goal has always been not to have to do that. And I stayed away from the rental yards a lot. Because of the timing of getting equipment. It's always a pain in my butt, man, to get equipment from them. Then you got to pay them. And then the thing will break down on you. I don't know if y'all have ever had things break down from rental yards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People wear them things out, man. They wear them out.
So you can't be super precise with your timing when you're dealing with a rental yard either. Like the timing of the job. You're not in control when you start it. And you're wondering if you're in control when you finish it, because if something breaks down on you, now you just set yourself back. It could be 3 or 4 days. Yeah,
because Ray, you're not doing the maintenance on that equipment that you're renting away. Like like you're doing the maintenance on your skid steer, the 4-stroke mulchers, the lawnmowers, all that.
Everything.
You don't know what they've done. I call people where they rent lawnmowers from people and the blades are shot. They're dull, they're shot. And then, then what do? You got to go buy another set of blades for a rental mower or take it back to them, let them sharpen them. And, it can be a headache for real.
It can be a headache. And if you're, if you know this is what you're going to be doing and don't plan on going and doing anything else, I want more equipment. Now, if I was on the fence about, okay, well, am I going to do this full time or not, or and is this something I can do or whatever? Then then your thinking is different. But when I realized I could make a living cutting grass, I was all in, both feet, hands, head, everything. I dove right in because I thought to myself, well, I ain't gonna be doing nothing else. So as long as I can make a living cutting the grass, then everything else is bonus.
Yeah.
But I have to learn how to do everything else too. You have to learn and still pay your freaking bills with the mowing. And then gradually, you know, everything changed when I bought the skid though.
Yeah.
The first skid. But you know, things are a lot different now, man, than they were in 2019.
Oh yeah.
When I bought that Bobcat for 20 grand, shit, I could have that same Bobcat right now, sell it for 35 probably.
Yeah.
Same exact thing, you know. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's tough when you're renting. I can attest to that, man. I rent equipment all winter long, doing sod, doing plant bed renovations, whatever it may be. I know this winter I've got a whole bunch of arborvitaes. It's like 30 or 40 arborvitaes I got to plant at somebody's house, and I'm gonna have to rent some stuff for that too. And it's a pain, man. It really is, but it's one of those things, man. It's a growing pain, is what it is.
I went through it. The biggest thing I could take away from the rental yards and renting equipment is, number one, learning how to do the jobs.
It's two things for me. Yeah, I learned how to do the job, and I learned how to use the equipment. That way, I'm learning and tearing up other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of tearing up my equipment while learning them with mine.
And number three, I learned that I don't like messing with the rental yards. That's
exactly right.
I learned. You know, so after I got about probably year 5 or 6, I've rented a man lift like I bought, right? Like the man lift I got. I used to rent them, and I love that, dude. But I was 38 years old, man. I'm 56 now, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't be in the man lift no more. I don't want to do it no more. I want to try to do things, you know, evolve. I'm going to sell my man lift.
Are you? You're not going to do anything that requires any of that no more?
I just think it's sort of like you start up with the lawns, right? And then you evolve a little bit, and then you start doing the skid jobs, and then you evolve a little bit, and you start doing tree work, and then you start realizing the man lift is, well, it's labor. Mm-hmm. And it's not like if it had its own engine and I could drive it up to trees and stuff, okay. But you got to take a second truck whenever you take the man lift. Mm-hmm. That's an issue for me, right? Yeah. And then
I didn't think about that.
If you're sitting anywhere not level, it won't work. Now, so you have to trick it sometimes, put shims under the legs when they come down, because if it's sitting not level, then it won't move. The only thing it'll do is the legs will let you pick the legs back up. So, and I have made, you know, I bought it. I don't know when I bought it, probably 5 or 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I showed on the channel when I bought it, and I probably made a couple $100,000 with the thing, and it's put me in great scenarios. But another thing, y'all, is I learned that I don't want to do that. There's easier ways to make money. As you evolve, you learn easier ways to make money in the same time.
That's right.
And there's easier ways for me to make money. When I bought that, I didn't have a good skid. I didn't have a skid with AC and that could do all the things that this one can do.
Yeah.
So,
I know Buster just said I like his comment. He's talking about he rented a brush cutter one time. I'm assuming he's talking about a walk behind, because I know he bought that billy goat that he has. But he rented a brush cutter one time and made enough money with it to buy his own. Now everything he makes with it is straight profit. And
Buster, that's the way I look at everything that I buy. Everything that I buy. Number one, I want my freaking money back. Whatever
that's exactly right.
In the street, I want my money back. Let's get that. Even if I have to do work a little cheaper, let's get the money back. And then once I get my money back, then I start thinking in terms of, okay, now my money's back in the bank. I can relax a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
chip from that roof. Oh, I got that off today, y'all. I got that chip
I
off
saw
the
that
roof.
video. I was watching that video before the live, and I didn't see it yet. But
Yeah,
I
got that
was,
off. Man, dude, that's oh, Lord, man.
that stuff happens, man.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does, man. I was just like, man, it's so avoidable too, man. So
Oh
let's see
man,
what we got.
guys, put your comments in like you've been doing or whatever. We're going to try to catch up with them. We're going to try to
Yeah,
answer.
go and catch up, man. I'm gonna read some comments. Go ahead.
Let's see. James said, I'm pretty lucky with the daycare. I'll put it on the big screen. That I service. I invoice them once per month and they pay me direct deposit within 7 days. So that's good if you can get them on a direct deposit and everything and they can pay you really fast. But like Ray's saying, and how a lot of mine are, they just do checks. I've been trying to get them to go to paperless and just so I can get my money quicker too, you know. I mean, nobody wants to sit around and wait 30 days, but it's some of them is part of it, you know. It's like they still live in 1980. You know?
And one of my main commercial customers that I do work for, they got 3 LLCs, and they all paid me. Most of the time, they'll do the Zelle, send me a Zelle. Like when we did the mulching job behind that house last week, where I slung the chip on the man's house, they'll Zelle me, right? Yeah. But they only want to do it once a month because I do so much work for them.
Yeah.
And I get that, and so I'm cool with that, you know, because I do like 30 lawns for one of the LLCs.
It makes them feel real bad when they do throw off that chunk of money, knowing all that work you did. You know, they throw off that big chunk of money, and they're like, "Oh, we got to change some stuff around. We're paying way too much money." But
That's
really,
exactly what he did.
I know, but what I'm getting at with that, Ray, is in the scheme of it. Look how many properties you're taking care of, and look how many times you're going out there. It ain't like you're making a buku of money. He's just waiting to pay you every month on them 30 properties. I mean, come on, dude. It's going to
take me out of the equation for 6 weeks in the middle of the summer and let's see what it looks like.
Exactly.
You know, because he'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, Jesse, this summer.
Jesse asked how your dog was. So your dog's doing good, Tank?
Dog's doing fine. She's just trying to work her strength back up right now. She's wagging her tail. She's walking. She's sitting up on her own. She's eating slowly but surely. She's drinking water. But the main thing is right now when she walks crooked as hell, crab walking. And when she sits up, her head will kind of fall back a little bit, but she just got to get her strength back. That's all.
Yeah.
But she is doing good. And I really appreciate everybody that kept her in her prayers and everything. That dog is like that dog truly is a part of the family, man.
Oh,
She's
I'm crazy about my dog, man. I will kill somebody with my dog, man.
Yeah, I'm the same way. You know, it's funny because we've talked about taking her fishing at our hunting club, but we've got a lot of alligators, and people are like, "Man, you gonna take that dog down there with them alligators?" I said, I thought about it. I said, "Yeah, probably not, man, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I will fight an alligator over that dog. I promise you I will."
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm just crazy about my dog, man.
I am too, man. I love my dog.
Yeah, we got ours too, man. I had one for 15 or 16 years. He passed away last year, man, or I think it was last year, man. It tore me up, man. It was my lab. But my son brought in Apollo to us. I saw him a little bit on the channel and everything, and he's something else, man. We love him to death too, and our other one. So we like our dogs. So.
Oh yeah. But anyway, back to you, Ray. I do want to say I've been watching your channel. I found it probably 2 or 3 years ago, and it was before you got into forestry mulching and everything. And I've noticed a big difference in just you in general since you got into the forestry mulching. It's almost like you're more confident about just about everything you do now. Do you feel like that too?
Yeah, I do, because I feel like I got so many options, right? And the more options you got, the more confident you feel. And then, you know, I made a statement in the video today, you know, we talk about the money that we made. What are we doing with the money? That's what's important, right? You know, I mean, I know people that can make $400,000 a year and still be broke.
Yeah.
More money does not in a lot of cases, in any cases, ever fix people's. If you're bad with little money, then you bad with big money. you just worse with big money. I mean, it's a thing, and that's what I've learned over the last few years. You know, it's one thing to make 400 or 500 mowing grass, where you takes a lot to do it, and you got to have a lot of moving parts, blah blah blah. But when I can go solo out to a skid job, make 1,500, and sit in the AC all day, well, I think better, I can plot better, I can. Everything is just, and then you got a chunk that you actually got when you left that job, and then you can stack, and that's basically what I've been doing, you know, best I could since January. And like in the video the other day, you know, a lot of people may think, okay, you know, being able to save that kind of money, that's a lifelong dream, right? Or a lifelong, somebody, a lot of people never even seen that kind of money.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, and for me to do it in 6 months, and show it on the channel, and granted, you know, that's really, I wasn't showing it to brag about it. I was showing it to say, look, if this country bumpkin can do this, y'all, anybody can.
Yeah. And I looked at it, Ray, like, I know you wasn't bragging. I know you're humble and all this stuff. That's why you're out here showing videos every day. Dude, I was proud of you, man, because I know you came from where I came from. We didn't have nothing. Have stuff like that. I mean, you need a pat on the back. You know what I'm saying? You need a big pat on the back to accomplish something like that, because I came from dirt poor too, you know, and most people in my family don't make near as much as what I make now, whatever. But I owe it to hard work, dedication, discipline with your money. And I wanted to touch on too, and I said it in your comment, it ain't about what you want. It needs to be what you need. I'm trying to teach my 19-year-old that now too. Like, just because you need it, you don't. It's what you want it. Yeah.
Want it don't mean you need it.
Yeah. So don't go just spending money like crazy. It's stuff that you gotta have, that you need. You know, the want. Yeah, everybody wants, but what you need to survive right now in this world as a young man, you know, stack your money up, save your money. Don't go buy stupid stuff on Amazon and, you know, Facebook and all that. You know, save your money, man, because you never know. You might get rained out 3 days this week, or you might, you know, come home early from being out of town. That's what happened to him, you know. And I'm like, see, that's why you save your money, you know.
Yeah, I agree, James. James says my stress level seems to be better the last couple of years. You're right, because I hit a plateau. I couldn't take no more stress, y'all. I couldn't take no more. I mean, y'all saw what I was dealing with for the first few years I was doing the videos and all the labor and stuff. And so finally, you know, I don't really know what happened, but I just started thinking, okay, it's not in my control. I can't fix it. All I can do is cut down on some of the work, make sure that I'm not spending money where I don't need to, and, you know, just trying to rat hole, if you will, waiting on someone good to come along. Because when you're in the mix like I am and so deep in it, it's hard to find good guys, because you're always back's always on the freaking wall about labor. Always, you know, and then you make rash. Okay, yeah, man. Oh, you can breathe. Okay, come on. you know, I mean, you can walk. Okay, come on. You know, and you know, without really doing your due diligence, right? And then, who wants to come out here and work in the heat for Ray? I mean, come on. It's not a desirable job. Let's just keep it above,
not to be a labor or weed eater guy or nothing like that. It's not a desirable job. That's why we get a slim pickings of who we pick, and we just need to treat them right, treat them with respect, pay them good, because they're out here in the battle, the heat with you. And that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of stress off your back since you got Justin on board.
Big time.
Top notch for you. You know what I'm saying?
And as far as the 19-year-old, well, there's, you know, it's going to take time for him he got to mentally develop and grow up. Money management don't come for, you know, for 19-year-olds or 20-year-olds or 23.
Is that your son, Lee?
Yeah, it's my son. He's 19.
You know, it doesn't come automatic. It's something that they have to take some hits, as long as it ain't causing you. You know,
got to learn the hard way.
Yeah, a lot of times, right?
He didn't grow up poor. You know, we've kind of gave him things and took care of him because I've lived through my child because I didn't have things. And that's where it hurt me a little bit because I wanted to give my son stuff that I didn't have when I was his age. And so I've created a monster with my son. And now I'm having to reverse and reteach him like, hey, man, you're on your own now. You're paying your own bills. You're doing all this. Hey, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to step up now. You know, you're going to have to, yeah, I mean, it's a big learning curve for him too, you know, and I get it, you know.
I remember when our stepdaughter moved out, we were like the bumper cars, right? You know, I just wanted to keep her in the lane. I just wanted to keep her on the road. I didn't want her going this way or that way. Just stay on the freaking road and make, you know, and every time she'd get over this way, I say, get your ass back in the middle of the road, you know, by spending her check on T-shirts or, you know, you know, tennis shoes, and didn't want to borrow money for, you know, rent, you know, or whatever, you know. So but as I think as we get older, well, you got to develop a little bit and understand, well, I can't do that. And I don't see at my age, I don't really, there's not a lot that I want, you guys. I don't really want a lot.
Yeah, I know.
I could have $1 million sitting in the bank. What would I buy? I'm not going to get stupid. I might buy me a nice truck. You know, I mean, I'm not going to go out and buy a freaking Harley and jet skis and all these toys that I could buy, because if I were, I could do that now.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't. So it becomes about, you know, I don't desire a lot. I desire security. That's what I desire. And control of my life. That's what I desire.
Yeah.
I don't really desire a whole heap of material things, even though I got a lot of tools and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what I like. That's good thing, right? That's what I want to spend my money on. I want to spend my money on tools.
Well, Ray, I get it. If you truly lived poor before and you're like you are now, you don't want to go back that way. The security part is what you're talking about, how you want to control your life and control the security in your life is having a little bit of money and not going out and spending it because you know your bills are going to be paid. Your bills are going to be paid.
Yeah.
So that's the security that, you know, us being, you know, grew up poor to now we have money or we have a successful business or whatever. Yeah. We don't want to let it go. We're kind of stingy with it. You know what I'm saying? We're a little bit stingy with our money because if you spend it all out, there's none left to hold, you know, to keep. So I get it.
And the younger generation calls it fear. You're scared to spend. You're a cheapskate, you know, and all that. But then they the first ones come to me when they need some money to pay their power bill. So, you know, that's how it always seems to work out. You know, true enough, if you come from nothing and you build something, then there's something to lose. I have something to lose.
Yeah.
And I spent all, you know, a freaking 20 years building, and I don't want to lose it over one knucklehead move, one or a couple bad moves. I want everything to be methodical. Now, true enough, that does slow your growth as a business.
Yeah.
But it can make it where your business is more established too, where you got a, you know, more consistent business.
Yeah.
You know.
Let me answer Dirty Paul's question right here. He said, Irvin, I have a simple question for you. How old were you when you started your lawn care business? And could you ask Ray how old he was when he started his business?
He's a troll, man.
I'm 35.
This dude's a troll. This dude's a troll, man.
Oh, he's a troll?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He been coming in my comments asking me that same question for a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you answer him?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know, he been trying to. I mean, it's. I mean, it asks the same question, so it's like, there's no intellect there. So,
okay. Well, I mean, I was in my mid-20s when I started my business, so I'll answer it and see how far it goes. But Lee, you're definitely right about that. So yeah, I guess he's touching back on if you're ever poor and you got money now, you kind of want to just hold on to it and everything. Just what we was just talking about.
You just get scared. You're scared. I'm scared. I'm scared, man. You know, that's at the end of the day, I don't want to lose it all.
Well, I mean, if nothing else, the year 2020, if it didn't teach us anything, it taught us that anything could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at inflation over the past 6 years.
Oh yeah, huge. Yeah,
man,
and I want to touch base on this too or whatever. I'm in the thoughts of buying a new truck. Now I'm not saying brand new, a couple years old, but I've been looking at the Chevy 3.0 diesel. Because it'll still pull I think 12, 13,000 pounds, and this thing gets close to 30 miles to a gallon on the highway. I mean, it's a pretty cool little truck. But here's my thought process.
Yeah.
I'm back with Ray on this. I have a truck. It still gets the job done. I make decent money. I could, like Ray said, I can go out and buy a truck if I wanted to. But my problem is I'll have buyer's remorse. And I know I need to hold that money because I was poor at one time. I paid $6,000 for White Lightning, guys, and he's lasted me 6 years now. And I am so scared to jump into a truck payment. Even though I probably got it in the bank, I can do it. But I don't have a whole lot of bills. I'm like Ray, I'm only 41, but all I have is my house, and we bought my wife a new car 2 years ago. So that's pretty much all the payments that we have. I've never owned a credit card. My credit score is not that great because they say I don't have enough established credit.
Yeah.
I don't have bad credit because I never had one, but I don't have enough established credit. So mine is I think I'm close to 700, on my credit score.
But in these days, 700 is good, dude.
Yeah, I could still get a mower, and I run my mowers through John Deere, and I do that and everything, and build it on up a little bit more slowly. I'm not buying getting a bunch of credit cards and then paying them off each month and all that. My credit's not flying up like most people's is, but it's growing through time. But I want a truck. That's the want. That ain't what I need, So I go back in thoughts and think about that I want a truck, but do I really, really need one? I don't pull with it as much. We do some landscaping jobs and all that, but we got the box truck that does the maintenance. We got the landscaping truck that does the maintenance. That truck will sit here, and I'll probably put 10,000 miles a year on it. So is it really worth, $1,000 truck payment? You got to ask yourself.
Yeah. And when I start thinking like that, with the skid and the new skid and all, I start thinking, how can I offset some of it, right? What can I sell to offset it, right? Do I got something I can sell, man? And in this case, the man lift is going to be something I'm probably going to sell. I'm like, unless I just can't get nothing for it, which, I'm thinking I can get 6,000 or 7,000 for it, for the man lift. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, I got you. So let's see. I don't like debt.
Side job.
I drive a 2001 for the business, and it works. I know. I saw it, Ray.
I got to tell you.
Go back with him. If you need to go back with him, go ahead.
I got to tell you a story. I got to tell you a story. This is the guy I paid everybody like $200 to lay the sod over there, that big sod job we did, right? He was the sorriest one out there, right? And he was the sorriest one out there. He got as much money as everybody else got. He said, "You told me I was going to get $40 more. So this is all behind $40." And then he never would work again. Oh. And I had like 7 people out there, and I said, "Yeah, you're going to make this much money if it's me, you, and Kat. But if I have 4 other people out there, so you didn't have to do as much. So you didn't have to do it. He didn't understand that, So he got confused. I wasn't confused. And if he hadn't whined like he did, I'd have gave the man $40 damn, man. Come on, it ain't no. I mean,
yeah.
And then he didn't want to work no more after that. So I'm like, so if that's who I think it is. So, and he knows all about me. So he does.
This is the thing. this is the thing about all that and what you're talking about right now, Ray. Anytime you're doing good at anything in life, you're always going to have people come in and try to bring you down and make you look bad, man. I wouldn't worry about it one bit. I really wouldn't.
I ain't at all. I picked up. I mean, he quit. Now I've moved on. You know.
Yeah.
And you guys over the years, people that watch my channel, you guys have seen the slew of guys I've had working for me, and the one constant is me.
Yeah.
They can't stop me, man. They can't stop. These guys can't stop me. I mean, you know, because they don't want to, whatever, right? You know. So
yeah.
I wish y'all could have seen the picture of that Dalton doghouse that he sent me today on the text message. He was doing a job today and ran across a job that somebody, a little small area of sod, and my God, that was awful. And, he had to go back and redo it. I'm hoping that he didn't redo it for free, but he had to redo it. I was like,
wow. Let me tell you a little story too, man. I service these flower beds that we have to trim the bushes and we keep them cleaned out. It's all down this industrial board. It's on the same property that I do that big, huge one. That's the weight station properties. Well, Alabama Power bought the one across the road, and it has its own little flower bed, and it's got a big property. Well, the guy that's my buddy, he's like 15 minutes away. He services that. Well, the industrial board called me a year and a half ago, and they said, look, Alabama Power bought that side of the property, so you don't have to do the flower beds or nothing out over there anymore. I said, okay, well, it's still going to be the same price because I still got 5 of them to take care of. I'm not dropping my price because, you know, I lost that one or whatever. And he said, no, that's fine. You just, you're good. Well, they called me. My buddy called me first, and he said, hey, man, there's this guy that's going to call you through Alabama Power wondering why you ain't trimmed his bushes or whatever. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he said, on industrial. I said, we just trimmed them yesterday or 2 days ago. And he goes, well, he said you didn't do his or whatever. And I'm like, well, and it took a minute, and I was trying to get him to describe where he's talking about. And he said the other side of the road. I was like, oh, I don't do them anymore anyways. I got told a year and a half ago not to touch them no more. And so that guy called me, and he was getting a little frustrated at first. And then I was like, look, buddy, you need to talk to the president of the industrial board. He told me a year and a half ago not to do that because y'all bought the whole property. That's up to y'all now. Well, come to find out, my buddy called me back. I called my buddy back, and I was like, because it was like a day or two later. I was like, hey, man, did y'all ever figure out what was going on there? I said, I told that Alabama Power guy I'd give him a quote, and I'll clean it up for him, you know, and do all that. He goes, well, I'm taking care of it now. And I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. You know, it's no hard feelings or whatever. I said, well, how much you getting from doing it or whatever? He said, I just told him I'd handle it. I was like, what? I said, you're not charging anything? He said, now I'm doing the whole property. I just told him I'd handle that section or whatever. I was like, dude, you've been in business for like 10 or 11 years. You mean to tell me you didn't add a price to do that? I was like, please come on my lives on Tuesday and Sunday night, and we can just roast you a little bit. Because, man,
for a power company, I mean, they're making billions.
Alabama Power.
That ain't just Alabama Power either. That's Southern Company. That's Georgia Power, Mississippi Power,
all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
For everything, man.
They were so grown. That's what my wife was saying in there. They were so grown. Dude, they ain't been touched in a year and a half. He told me not to worry about them no more. I mean, it was crazy, dude. I was like, you are a straight up. You did that was a bonehead idiot move you just did, because you could have charged them a couple $100. And you'd have made a little bit more on the property that you're doing and keep it maintained. Hey, a couple $100 3 or 4 times a year to keep that place looking good. What he don't realize, across the road, all them flower beds and everything I do, well, he don't want to know what I make on it. But it's year round. And they send me a check like nonstop, game busters, you know. And I get paid like straight up good. And it's year round. So once a month. And I don't go out there but every 3 months to take care of them. And I get a check every month. I was like, dude, you are something else, man. That's crazy.
And today, like, the guy that's writing the check is coming out of his personal account anyway.
Oh, it's coming from
the expense account. They got an expense account for all that. You know. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing, you know.
Yeah. What's up, Chad? Appreciate you being in here. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there a little bit too, or whatever.
That's crazy.
You know,
Well, he better hope that pays forward for him.
yeah.
I mean,
That's the only thing I could think of.
because if they're real overgrown, there ain't no way, man. It's hot. It's hot out here, dog.
It's hot out here.
It's hot, man.
What's that you say, Ray? What's that you say, Ray? It's hard. It's hard out. It's hard out here on the prairie, y'all.
It's hard on the prairie, dog. It's real hard, man. Yeah, I ain't trying to.
Chad, appreciate you being in here, man. Yeah.
Ray, how often do you sharpen hedge trimmer blades?
I just change them usually. I just change them.
Okay.
Change the blades.
Okay.
I don't sharpen them either.
Yeah.
I change the blades out.
I'm gonna need you to send Lee. I'm gonna need you to send me the link to that those hedge trimmers you was talking about that time. I couldn't find it nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I have noticed.
I'll tell you what I done. Tank. You know the combi attachments thing. You can take that bar out and stick it into your other attachment, and you can get them. Man, I think I only paid like online like $130, and I just put the whole head on there. I'll take the little bar off, stick the whole head on there, and go that way if I can't find them. But if you use your number on the back of your steel, like you're looking up something from Amazon or whatever, if you can find your blades, I mean, you can get them for like $30 or $40. And I promise y'all, I'm telling y'all, they last pretty good. I keep that spray, that steel spray. Every time we use them, and when we go to slide it back into the thing, I spray that stuff on them every single time. So I'm spraying them twice when we do a job.
Yeah,
but man, they last.
I got one set of hedge trimmers.
I hate a dual blade on a set of hedge trimmers. I hate a dual blade because you're sitting there trimming and you're just sitting there just going back and forth, and then the little hair. Yeah, when you get new sets of blades, man, it's one swap, man. It's like butter, man, and you get done quick.
Do you guys keep an old set of hedge trimmers like for rough stuff?
I do.
I
Did you watch the video? Did you watch the video where they're cleaning the bank? Roberto's out there whipping that sucker across the bank and everything, just not hitting rocks and everything. And I'm like, yep, I'm about to buy another set of blades for this bad boy soon.
I got an old set. It's like 10 years old, dude. I mean, and they fire right up. It's the one I put the bolt through a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
And I got one of the newer ones, with the 94R engine on it, whatever that engine is. The new articulating one. They're newer. I've had them about a year and a half, and I got the handhelds. I got some. Them handhelds are good, man. I got some sharp handhelds, man. Those, that's still 85 or whatever. I don't know what they are. They're freaking. And then I have one that we use for just like I'll tell Jess, I'll say, hey man, make it look like a hockey stick, and he just walk across the ground, especially like on some of these jobs where you're doing the mulching. And you can't get all the skinny stuff. It takes more time. I said, man, just go in there with that. When we did that big cleanup on that big property out there, usually, just walk through there and cut them.
Yeah.
Use it like a power scythe.
Yeah. Like one of those sickle things that they use on the side of a tractor.
What's that sling blade called? It a Kaiser blade.
Yeah. Hey, Chad asked Ray, Tank, y'all notice the Bermuda slowing down in it? I'm going to say first, not at all. It is raining, growing. It is growing like crazy right now still at my house.
I have in some of my areas where we haven't gotten really good rain, though, in a week.
Oh, wow.
So, it poured one night, but I have noticed some of the Bermuda, it's still growing, but it's not as vibrant as it was when we were getting rain every freaking day.
I bet that'll help you, Ray, on that big jar that you're always complaining about that you have to bag and cut over. It's probably helping on a yard like that.
Yeah, but he's one of those ones that irrigate. So.
Oh yeah.
He fertilizes and irrigates, and then cries about me charging him so much to cut it. I'm like,
dude, he's fertilizing the crap out of that thing, man. And I'm with you, Ray. I step up my blaze heights or whatever just so I don't have to deal with all that, man. You cut it down to the height that he wants it, man. That's more work, man. That's more unnecessary work.
There's no way that I could cut that like even on a 4. And I don't know. And people up north, a 4, that's pretty normal. But down here, I usually cut the Bermuda like on 3.
Yeah, yeah.
2.75.
275, 3, 350. Yeah.
But I'm at 4.5.
You ain't got much.
4.75.
You ain't got much more on the deck.
Right.
Like I'm just leaving the deck up mowing that bad.
The trick to that though is to kind of time it to where you can maintain it like that and get to the end of the season, right? Keep maintaining it like that, right? And then when they want to make a change, then the next year I'm going to tell them we need to scalp it before we start this season. He don't ever want to pay for that, or he needs to go to weekly. If he wants it any lower than 4.5 or 4.75, he's got to go to weekly.
Yeah.
But so
Chad's talking about the rain's been more spotty than what he realized. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm still picking up yards. I picked up 5 this week.
That's what you're telling me.
It's
so do you ask them like if I were picking up like 5 yards or whatever, do you ask the customers who's been cutting the grass?
Yeah,
I do, and I look for red flag words like keywords. Like the other day, as a matter of fact, I picked up a townhome probably less than 5 minutes from where I live, and he told me, he said, "Man, I just feel like I'm overpaying." He said, "I can cut my yard." He said, "There's no grass in the backyard," and he said, "My front yard, I can cut it in less than 5 minutes with a push mower," and he said, I'm paying $76 for it, and for biweekly, and he said I'm paying $200 for this company to come out and trim 8 bushes once a month. And I was like, okay, well, I told him, I said, give me your name and your address and I'll come out there and take a look at it. And he wasn't lying. I walked out, I drove over there and looked at it. His front yard is literally no bigger than my truck. And I was like, $76 to cut this lawn. That's insane. And the bushes he had was waist high. I mean, it was like 7 or 8 bushes. No kidding. He's being charged $200.
You don't have to do them every month, though, do you?
His HOA where he lives is that's what they require. It's a bunch of lower pedlums, and you know how them things are. They'll eat you in your sleep.
Oh, yeah, lower pedlums in my area.
And but he was paying $200, and I was like, wow. And so I told him I told him my minimum. I told him, I said, I cut your grass for $55, and I'll trim your bushes for 70. And I mean,
so he's saving
trimming the bush.
He's saving $150.
Yeah, he told me. He said, "Man, I don't know whether to hug you or what." He said, "I'm happy now." He said, "You're hired, dude."
But you'll make,
Yeah, I'm gonna make a hell of a profit on it, man, because I'm gonna be in there for 5 minutes. I mean, go over, make 2 passes with a 36, and I mean, the hardest part is going to be blowing everything into the grass and not in keeping it on the grass. Once I trim the bushes, that's going to be the hardest part.
Your timing is going to be critical because you came into a time when he was getting beat, and this is how you nurture and build relationships this exact way. Because you came in when you could have charged him a little bit more, and he knows that because he would have paid a little bit more, but you just kept it real with him. And so you may have just developed a customer like I developed 15 years ago, and they still here. They're still here. And then he gonna tell his neighbor, he gonna tell her neighbor, and that's what I love about the lawn maintenance. It's so repetitive. You just you don't have to be the best.
Yeah.
You just gotta be better than him.
You gotta. It's just gotta look. It's gotta look decent, and you gotta be consistent. You gotta communicate. That's all it is.
And the customer can't feel like they're getting beat. If they feel like they're getting beat, whether they are or not, their perception is they're getting beat. And if their perception is that, then you can't change that really without going away and them hiring somebody else and coming back. But usually that don't happen for me.
The thing that got me about the whole thing was the company he was using was Augusta Lawn Care, and they are notorious for coming in and undercutting everybody. Like they'll charge 2 different prices. One will be for weekly and one's bi-weekly. Their weekly charge, they put one on my front door for the past 2 years, and a door hanger, and a yard my size, I'd be charging $75, $80 to cut the grass, and I'd be charging $200 to trim the bushes. And they're charging $49 for a weekly yard, and I think it was $70 for biweekly or something like that. But they're charging this guy $76 to trim that lawn. It might take a minute and a half with a stand-on mower. And I'm like, y'all are retarded. There's no way.
So Tar Heels guy is asking me if I started over again today, what would I do different?
Hey, Chad, if you want to come in here, you can. I did the stream thing, so if you want to pop in here, you can. Yeah, Tar Heel's asking if you was to start over again, what would you do now? You know, or would you do anything different than what you're doing?
Well, probably not, because see, I didn't know anything, so I had to learn. So everything that I learned was appreciated a lot more because I had to figure it out. And when you have to figure things out, that's why you guys see me work on stuff and fix stuff. I didn't know how to fix any of this stuff, when fixing the equipment and all that. I just knew that I had a mortgage due, and I just knew that I didn't want to go back and try to work for the man anywhere because they were not consistent enough, and I couldn't put all of me into a 9 to 5 anymore because they laid me off in 3 weeks, and it was over because the economy crashed. Now I didn't do anything, I didn't do anything to lose my job. I mean, but the economy crashed, and that's when it all started. So sometimes getting pushed into a position will make you make the right decision. If it's the right decision, you would have never done it on your own. Like me losing my job and getting laid off in 2007, that pushed me to do this. Mm-hmm. Well, I couldn't imagine what kind of life would I have if I'd have stayed working there. Say the economy didn't crash. So I always talk about in my videos, what happens to us usually is what is supposed to happen to us to make us go where we're supposed to go or be what we're supposed to be, and I really believe that. And at first it was just survival. And, and over the years, I said, damn, I can make money at this, and I can make a living, and I don't have to work for nobody no more. And once that registered in my head, and I believe that by doing, not by talking about it, but by living 2 years out here on the land. And once I did that, I'm like, I'll never go back and work for the man. Then that's when I started buying equipment and stuff and realizing, okay, you're in it now. This is it. You're in it. And, there's some luck along the way, and some people come in my life along the way to kind of push me along, but I don't think I would change a lot. I really don't. I probably would have changed how I dealt with employees and the type of employees I got from the very beginning, because it wasn't about them. It was about me paying my bills. I didn't give a damn about them. I didn't care if they made a living or not. Come on, Bo, come help me. I'll give you $30. When really I could have waited on somebody to come along and help me really build. But how do you do that when you don't know anything? Yeah. I don't know nothing. There wasn't. Mike Andes wasn't on YouTube. Mike Andes was still in high school. I mean, there wasn't nobody there was no mentor or nothing.
Yeah, there's so much information out there nowadays, man, that a guy can thrive off just by coming to lives, coming to people's YouTube channel. I mean, there's so much free knowledge out here to get you to grow your business. It's unbelievable. And I'm like Ray. I started around the same time Ray did or whatever. There was nothing around. YouTube didn't start to 2005, guys. So there were a lot of people throwing on YouTube lawn care channels and showing you how to create a business and all that kind of stuff.
Who would have thought lawn care would be a thing on YouTube? I mean, come on,
dude. It's like watching paint dry, just watching somebody mow every day. It's like, what the crap, I fast forward through a lot of y'all, and I'll be honest with y'all, through a lot of y'all stuff. I know how to cut grass. I want to know what's going on in your mind.
I want to know what you're thinking.
Yes.
I never watched the mowing
footage.
part.
Yeah.
We'll get to that, and then I'll zip through it, and I'll see them talking to the camera again. That's why you guys, I don't put a whole heap of mowing footage out. Mm-hmm. I do because, you got to a little bit, but I don't get a heap of views either. Yeah. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, mowing grass is mowing grass. We cut the same properties. I mean,
over and over and over.
It's the same thing.
It's the most
camera in the same spot.
It's the most repetitive business there is mowing grass. You know, you're out there every week, you're out there every 2 weeks. I can only film y'all and show y'all so much that we do. You know,
and you're really not learning anything by watching me mow grass.
No,
the mowing the grass is the easiest part there is. Maintaining the actual physical part of doing the work to me is the easiest part. It's getting the pricing right. It's getting your efficiency down. It's getting your density down, and it's getting the equipment that required to do whatever you're doing. That's what I like to hear when I hear Tank talk about things. And I hear you talk about things. I'm not watching none of y'all cut grass. I'll tell you, I'm not. I'll zip to wherever you're talking at. Then I'll say, okay, let's see what they're thinking.
Yeah, that moment in that job, or what's going on through the day that's got them aggravated. You know, how they going to clean it up? How they going to fix their situation that they got?
Very annoying, Chad.
That's what I like to watch. Ronnie, I hope you're still in here. Appreciate you coming in here. I just saw your first comment. I got one like that, $50. I can push mow it in 12 minutes. It's just weeding the whole yard before, when I'm done, feel like hauling and push mowing. So I think he was talking about Tank, how he's got that job he picked up. I know it was a while back, Ronnie. I'm sorry about that. But talking about how good that job is that you got, Tank. I mean, it's a couple swipes and you're done making some money.
Probably take longer to blow it off than it will to mow it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're watching me to get some mowing footage, you're in for a rude awakening, because it's very rare that you see me mow or do anything really. I'm mainly on there bitching and fussing about something.
I mean, but y'all, but think about this too. You know, we all do a YouTube channel. Think about the logistics of me. Well, say that job tomorrow, right? Y'all saw the little clip with the trees up against the. How are you gonna get footage of that? That's really quality footage to be able to see everything without me jeopardizing the camera. You know, or the job, or the skid or something. I'm trying to dodge the camera and I just slid off into the ditch or something. You know, so some of the video that we get, people, it's not that great of footage, but it's work. I'm not a footage guy. I'm a landscaper. I'm not I set the camera up and hope I don't break it. That's my thinking, And when you're dealing with like a tree like that, is the tree's going to move, and where am I going to put it? Where am I going to put the camera where you're close enough to get footage and not take a chance on swiping it with the tree? Yeah.
I made a video, and I'm probably going to post it tomorrow. I got a couple more editing spots. I was telling Tank about it earlier, but we did it. I did it Saturday, spraying all the spray that we do.
Jay.
And it's like, I'm not a YouTuber for real, guys. I'm just a guy that whips his phone out and shows y'all a little footage and talks about lawn care or whatever. Like I talk about in that video, like, there I go, leaving the tripod at home again, I mean, because that's not the main thing that I'm worried about. I'm worried about getting my job done, paying my bills, but I will whip my phone out and show a little bit of footage and all. I don't have a camera that I do this with, guys. It's just my iPhone 17 or, and just, whatever, it's pretty much what it is. What the footage, all the footage you're getting, it's that,
Yeah.
Not only that, man, I'm a solo operator. I don't have the luxury of having someone going out there getting that yard started while I'm over here worrying about getting a camera set up in the corner of the yard on a tripod. And I don't have a camera. I have my phone. That's it.
That's what I use.
And see, I broke so many phones doing it like that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to stay dedicated. I wanted to do the YouTube, right? I wanted to do, and I broke. So I couldn't afford to keep paying for the damn phones because look, when I break a phone, everything stops.
I know.
We're stopping. I'm going to get another phone right now. We're not waiting until tonight. We're stopping everything.
I went on vacation. That's why I got the 17 now. I went on vacation and was filming a little bit, like at the edge of the water in the ocean. Put my phone in my pocket. Somehow it fell out. And yeah, we pretty much immediately. You can ask my wife. Stop the vacation. I gotta have a phone. So I had to go to the AT&T store and pay like $1,600
Break them all
to
time,
the vacation trip, and I was like, good night.
I mean, so that's when I started buying the cameras.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
You know, because the cameras are a little tougher, and it's not detrimental if I break one. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they're $300 instead of $1,000, and I'm not losing my contacts in the process.
Yeah.
You know, because the phone is freaking keeps. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'm dependent on it for a lot.
Yeah.
My phone keeps my business running.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, with iPhones, it's got the cloud. So as long as you're adding it to it, if you lose your phone, a lot of times you get all your contacts back.
Yeah,
but there's something you don't add in there that you forget, you know?
Yeah.
You get a bunch of new customers, you know?
Yeah. I'll back it up to my Google account, right? And so I can go on my Google account, like on my computer here, and I can see everything. And then, but if like I'll be in the middle of a conversation, you'll lose some, and you won't realize what you lost until you realize what you lost. It ain't like, oh, where's that conversation? And I'll get a strange text message from a strange number, and it'll be one of our 12-year cousins. Where you been? Where you at? You know, I thought you were coming. We talked about. I'm like, oh God, you know. I said, I don't even know who you are, because we don't remember phone numbers anymore.
No, it's names and a contact. It's no phone numbers no more.
But between
I'll tell you this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ray.
Between the phone and the software, and then my memory, and then see, I print out a list every day that we're doing, and you know, I want to play like I'm throwing them lists away, but I really don't. They're laying all in the truck because I'm kind of scared to throw them all away, because you never know when something's gonna crash, and so I'll keep a stack of them, you know, in a can, a 5-gallon bucket behind my seat, and where if something happens, then I can go in there and at least I can see, okay, you know, I can remember a lot of it, but you can't remember everything, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you this too, man, talking about while we're on the subject of phones, man. You know, when I first started, I never kept my phone on me. My phone stayed in my truck, and I didn't have Beats, didn't have earbuds or anything like that, man. Earbuds don't work for me. They always fall out of my ears, and I lose one of them.
They hurt after a while.
Yeah, after a while they do.
Yeah.
So, but I do recommend to all of you out there that are starting, you guys in the comments, or anybody that may hear this tomorrow, keep your phone in your pocket and get you something that you can hear your phone ringing, and you can answer that phone and talk on your phone while you're working, because there's been several times over the past however many years that I've heard my phone, did not hear my phone ring, and got back to the truck. First thing I always did was check my phone, check my text, all that good stuff, and I'd have a missed call. It was a potential client.
Yeah.
I'd call them back, and they'd be like, "Oh, I've already got somebody, so sorry."
Yeah.
So keep your phone on you, man. That way you can answer your phone.
I got the 4 chat. Osmo 4.
And see, when it comes with the camera, so if we're still on the phones and the cameras and talking about recording and downloading and all that, Ray, it's so much easier and quicker when I do my phone. I have the GoPro 8, but I had to get a SIM card and then go from a SIM card to my computer, and there's a way I had to do that. It just took so much longer to download videos than I can do it off my phone and boom, 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 and be on without my day, you know? That's why I've stuck with the cell phones more than I have the, you know, trying to just use cameras. Because, man, and then you're saving the SD cards. They fill up. Then you got to go buy another one. I mean, to me, it's a headache. But, hey, if I lose my phone, that's a costly mistake, you know?
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
The camera's $400, you know?
Yeah. Look, I just want to show y'all. Look,
$1,700.
Look, I mean, look at all these cameras I got. 1, 2, 3,
wow.
4, 5. This is the one that I edited today. See, it's plugged into my computer.
So what are you talking about, Ray? You should have angles all over the place when you go to do that tree tomorrow, man.
I realize the time it would take to do. I don't see how these guys do all that. They're like,
Well, look, I'll tell you how these guys do it because they got an editor. No, a lot of them have cameramans. That's all they do is go out there because their channel's bigger and their company's bigger, and they got just somebody walking around with a camera. That's all they're paying them to do. I can't do that. I can't do that. Now I could probably do that now with watching y'all. All y'all be watching is Roberto and David every day. Where's Leah? Well, I'm the damn cameraman. You know, I'm the one taking all the shots because every time that I let Roberto record, it's like this, and I'm over here and he's looking at a ant or something on the ground. I'm like, dude, film me.
You'd probably have to get on a Segway to keep up with Roberto, though, wouldn't you?
Oh man, I have to get my kid's little e-bike.
but that's how those guys, you know, they got cameramen and editors that can tell a story. See, I do enough footage and a lot of footage you guys never see because I cut it out. And if I had a professional storyteller edit my videos because they're chronological and and get the points. But I get tired by the time I get to an hour and a half of editing a video. I'm over it, man. I'm like, I just cut this and cut that and get the thumbnail and I'm done. You know, but I wonder what it would cost to get somebody to edit my videos, tell the story of each day of the video or every 2 days or whatever. I wonder what that costs. Is that, I mean,
it's probably high.
It's probably high to have an editor to come in and do stuff.
Because you're paying for hours of editing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're paying an hourly rate somewhere.
Your YouTube channel.
$20 an hour.
I see people doing it that once they get over 100,000 subscribers, I start seeing them have an editor and all that, you know. But up to that point, I see people just doing it themselves and everything. So
I've never edited a video.
And see, I had to learn how to edit, so.
Yeah. I do a little bit of editing. My wife tells me sometimes I over edit. That's why I don't get a lot of views because I do try to add a lot of stuff and extra stuff in it or whatever. But I used to do music. So like I was in a band for years and I recorded our music and all that kind of stuff. And I look at it and Ray and you know now when you're doing your editing software, that bar is running across there. It's kind of like music. You can cut it and paste it and, you know, move something around. You can add effects in it and all that. You can do the same thing with music. So once I started seeing the video side process of it, it was pretty much basically the same, you know?
Yeah.
My whole thing is you see all these bigger channels like the Keith Kalfas, the Brian's Lawn Maintenance, Spencer Lawn Care. I'm not going to sit here and tell you anything bad about these guys because I don't know any of them. But at the same time, I've got enough sense to know that that's not really the way it is out here. So
it's hot out there. They don't show that.
Exactly. What you see me on my stuff. That's the way it is. You're getting the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think that's the way it should be.
I like the raw. I like being raw about it. You know.
I can't watch the pretty boys do stuff because I know it's not that pretty. It's just not. It's just not that pretty.
And it's not. It's just a lot of it's fake. You know.
And you know, one of those guys always comes up with how to build a landscape. You've been talking about the same thing for 10 years, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing. How to build a landscape and how to get more customers. Dude.
I fell into those traps.
I tell you,
I always tell them to spread your hustle. I mean, how to grow, how to get more customers. I mean, damn, come on, man. How many years can you talk about that? Yeah,
I'll tell you something else too. Now, I like Jonathan down there at Florida Turf Pros, whatever. He's got a lot of good knowledge and all that. But I've noticed a lot of times it's the same dang-gum videos, same dang-gum cutting that he's doing, but he's explaining something different in it, you know, but he's using the same footage. And sometimes I'm like, man, I think we done saw this yard several times. But he's doing voiceovers on his thing. And that might be the key of, helping our time and everything is to voice over a lot of our videos and stuff. But I just like being raw with everybody, and just
how come the bigger channels don't ever show what we know is the truth? What we really know is the truth. The employee pool. and the issues of potential employees or the issues they have with employees. How come none of the bigger channels, they never have no problems with their employees? Their employees are happy, all the
Yeah.
time.
And how come none of them are ever sweating or none of them are stepping in dog poop or anything like that?
I'm like, I don't know, man. And
A lot of them don't even show their employees, but their employees are the greatest things ever, whatever. But they don't show them because you don't know how long they work for them. You know, they might work a week and quit, and then they got to find somebody else or whatever. But they're not going to tell you that. They just don't show their employees that much or whatever, you know. But to anybody else, my employees are top notch, and I'm paying them $35 an hour and all this. But you don't see it, you know. I mean, I know we ain't going to see the money or whatever, but let's see your employees for a long period of time. The same guy, you know.
Yeah, and that's where you're like, when people used to come at me in my comments, you can't keep employees, you treat them bad. Well, can't nobody keep no damn employees, man. I mean, if you read between the lines. Spencer and them can't keep no employees. You don't see Jonathan's employees.
No, that's what I'm saying.
A good or bad thing. He don't talk about them too much. He's got a team. That's all you know.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, if Jonathan came out, he would probably say, "Hell yeah, I got employees coming in late. They this, they that, they that. Everything that everybody else deals with. They're just not putting it out there, and so that gives you a fake sense of what's really happening because I know what's happening out there." Because I see it all around. All the guys that work around here, all the landscapers around me, they got different guys every week, man. I mean, so I don't. People aren't striving to come and work in this game, as an employee. And there ain't, for the most part. Now you do have your Robertos, and you do have people like Justin that's been out here for 90 days, but rarely do they last 6 months.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't blame them, Ray, because
me neither.
I'm not going to give them a 401k. They're not going to retire from me, I mean, I ain't big enough to retire somebody,
It's not. Yeah, it's not a dig at the employee. It's more a dig at the exposure that the channel, whoever YouTuber is not really being forthcoming with the issues they have with employees. You can't blame the employees. The employees, I mean, if they're making $25 an hour, shoot, that they're doing good. I don't blame them. I just say that a lot of the creators are not keeping it really 100 when it comes to that. But they want everybody to believe everything else they're talking about, but they don't. They kind of negate some of the real stuff that I deal with anyway. I can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard a guy a couple of weeks ago. He lasted 3 hours. He lasted 3 hours and wanted me to come pick him up and take him home. I'm like, dude, you left that morning with the bus, which is the box truck. That baby don't come back home until the guys are done. Roberto knows that. Roberto's like,
dude.
What do you want me to do with him? I said, leave him at Jack's. Let somebody come pick him up.
Yeah. Oh, I've had guys come out there and they'll be out there for 3 hours talking about, hey man, can you take me home? I'm like, no, you have to call your mama, your Uber, or somebody. I ain't going. I said, because I tell them, when you get in the truck this morning, I'm not coming home until I'm done. So that's, now if they got hurt or something, it'd be different,
Yeah.
But you're not going to just cost me and then what they'll do is take me home and pay me. Dude, we made $150 and you're ready to take you home. Costing me $75 to take your ass home.
I think I was talking to you on the phone or text or whatever, and you're like, did you go ahead and pay him? I'm like, heck no, pay it until Friday. I don't care who you are. Every job I've ever worked at, I didn't get paid right when I quit. I had to wait until they sent me a check or the next pay period, which is like every Friday or every other week, where I work.
Chad's going through the same thing right now. I know Chad is so busy, he ain't got time to think. I know that. And then he got guys calling out on him. I know he does. He might not
he says it that they show up late or he's real. I've saw it.
It's hard to plan around that, man. It's hard to plan around that, dude.
When you got 250 properties.
And I know and this year has been super busy for me, and I know it's been super busy for him because we're all in the same area. This year has been unprecedented as far as
Oh my gosh.
the rain that we've had up until about 2 weeks ago.
I love it because I pushed a lot of my customers to weekly, man. And I think Doghouse is talking about the same thing. He pushed
Is
a lot.
COVID still a thing? Chad says,
I swear I was wondering the same thing, Ray. It's like, what?
come on, Chad. Come
What?
on, man.
Yeah. Let's put this on the
Why is he still there, Chad?
Is COVID still a thing?
Oh my God. Cam was the man. Cam, dude. Come on, Cam.
See?
Went out didn't you go out and buy a new mower for him?
Yeah. I bought that Skag for him.
He's gonna be a top dog or whatever, man. And he and you know, I don't want to say anything about somebody else's channel and some other guys or whatever, but man,
he's doing good while he's there.
He's doing good.
He's doing good while he's there. And most guys do. When they show up, they're pretty good. Or guys like you and me, we ain't gonna have them if they're not.
No, none of us are.
Yeah, none of us. So if the showing up is, I mean, if they just show up, I could put them in a scenario to win. You know, they got to come to work. You know.
He said he believes him. He got a positive test and everything. But I remember back then, COVID, it was a positive test if you got the flu. They called it COVID. You know, I don't get me on the whole COVID thing and all that.
Yeah.
I never had the vaccine. I would not take the vaccine. I don't care anything about all that. The government shut the world down, and I don't want that to happen again. So we need to stand up for ourselves, guys. So don't get me.
It would be more believable, Chad. It would be more believable if you didn't miss days just because. You know, when I got guys that miss days just because, and then when they, you know.
Chad needs to come into the chat now. Chad, you need to bring yourself in here and explain yourself and help your guy out. You're going to have to get in here. You want me to remake
Did you see what Dalton said?
No, what'd he say?
He said, my logic's always been you can't have it if you don't get tested.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to tell you something. That was a nightmare. That time period right there. Oh, my God.
Well,
that was
unprecedented.
Awful.
It was unprecedented for our generation, for sure.
And I'm not going to lie to you. About the first 3 months, I fell into it. I believed it for a little bit, about the first 3 months. And then I was like, wait just a damn minute now. Something ain't right here. Like, if I can smell cigarette smoke through this mask,
I was spooked at the gas pumps, you know, because that's the only thing I ever touch anyway. It's the freaking gas pumps. That's where I was working.
It's like using a barbed wire fence to try to keep mosquitoes out.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't like it that they shut the country down or whatever. But I'm telling you right now, I was already full time when COVID came. My business boomed, guys. I killed it in COVID. Everybody was at home. Everybody was at home. Lee, come fix this. Lee, come do this. Lee, come do that. I was wide open during COVID.
I didn't miss a beat, man. I didn't miss a beat. Just like in 2007 when I started. My logic was if I can make it in this business in 2007 and 8, then I can make it any time.
Yeah, I started my business in 2000, the end of 2008.
I started mine in 2007.
2009.
So I felt like if I can make it then I can make it anytime. You know, so
we got a lot of people on here tonight. I don't know if they've been lurking in the shadows for the past couple of months or what, but a lot of people are commenting now that we're talking about COVID.
Ray's in here, man. Ray's the big dog in here, man. Don't let him lie to you. Don't let him lie to you. He's got all these people in here. Haters and lovers.
But they had a spook.
What's up, Brandon?
They did have a spook, both brothers.
They did.
I mean, they had a spook because what do we know? I mean, what do we know? You know, I'm not, you know, I was spooked, man. And not
man, when that happened, I was looking for Jesus to come back. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, oh Lord.
and then I couldn't go buy a freaking lawnmower. Oh my God, I couldn't even buy one. I got the money, I couldn't even buy a lawnmower, dude.
Man, you couldn't buy a blade. What you talking about?
and that's when I had to go out and buy that stupid Skag. That's when I bought the Skag.
Oh yeah.
There.
I was so mad. I was so mad. I wanted to buy a mower because I go every 3 years, and then COVID came, and I try to go every 3 years or whatever, and they bumped the prices up like crazy. I said, "The heck with this! I'll run it till the wheels fall off," and they did. I put new wheels on it and ran that bad boy. I told them, "The heck with y'all."
They weren't available, man. I mean, my dealer didn't have no mowers. Didn't nobody have no mowers. It didn't matter how much money you had; you just couldn't get one. I mean,
well. COVID is
What's up, Jay?
COVID is ultimately what caused me to start my business, and so COVID was a blessing for me.
The same way with the economy in 2007 was a blessing for me.
Yeah,
that's one thing I do regret. That's one thing I do regret. I was affected by that same time period, Ray. I got laid off from my job. I worked for the railroad in 2009, and it's like you said, everything happens for a reason. There's a sequence of events that happens in your life that leads you to where you are right now. And the only regret I have is not starting my business back in 2009.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Because as I wonder every day, like, man, where would I be right now if I'd have started my business way back
You'd
then?
be up here with me, dog. You'd be up here with me, dog. You'd have 2 skids and a Mini X and everything, man.
I'd have a new skid steer and 2 new trucks to pull it with. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know about that, but
you wasted too much time, Tank.
Yeah, man.
Tank, you're still young, dude. You're still young, man. You're gonna kill it, man. Like
There's
Ray,
no time like the present.
Ray's 50, 6, 57?
Yeah. 57. Oh my God.
57. Dang, you had a birthday, dude.
Damn, dude.
Oh man. See, Ray's close to retirement age, man. What he needs to do is get him a couple Migos, get him out there and do it like I'm doing, and just rake in the cash, dog. Ain't nothing wrong. Let him hate. Let him hate on the channel.
I love mulching, man. I want to sit in the skid and mulch all day, every day. I damn near do it for free if it didn't cost me nothing. I love sitting in the AC.
Man, no, you wouldn't, Ray. I know you better than that. Come on now. You ain't doing nothing for free.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I had to put it
It's all great and good until you threw that in there.
Yeah. I mean, you blow that smoke up somebody else's tail, Ray.
Okay. I mean, I do like doing it, though. I mean,
dang, Chad, you getting old. I'm just busting your chops, Ray.
I know.
James,
you're right, though. Hey, Jay, you're right. But I mean, I feel like doing the forestry motion is just it's so relaxing and everything, man. It's like, when machine, you're not worried about it breaking down. You're not worried about,
Dude, happy birthday, Chad. I didn't even know it was your birthday last Wednesday. All right, man. You finally made it up to my age, man. 41, man. I hear you.
Yeah, I'm more.
How old are you,
buddy? I'm 42. I'm wanting to get into forestry mulching myself.
It'll come, man.
What are you talking about, Chad? I'm a year older than you, dude.
Ray's still looking at all of us like y'all are a bunch of young bucks that are killing it out here. But I mean, we're still
really, I mean, I can remember when I was 36, 37, and 40, and it just seems like yesterday, y'all.
It does.
It doesn't seem like it was that long ago. I mean, when you guys get as old as I am, then you'll be like, "Damn, Ray was right." That damn dude. It just seems like the time flies by, man.
Yeah.
Jason says he's only 28. Man, he's got his whole life ahead of him.
Yeah. If he's 28 and he's in the game, he's doing good.
Yeah, but look, life is short, man. So if you're gonna take that leap, man, do it. I've said this in my channel so much. I've said it in this live.
Love you.
I mean, if you're gonna take the leap of faith, man, take it, man. What's gonna hurt? All right, you might have to go back and work for somebody again. It didn't work out or whatever. But at least you gave that. At least you tried. You can always look back and say you tried. That's the most important thing. Life's so short, man. Like Ray's saying, he felt like yesterday it was 36, 37 years old. And time's flying by, man. And that's why Price sees jobs right, because all we're giving is time. When we're doing service for people and everything, we're giving them our time. And it needs to be valuable,
That's something you never get back is your time.
You can buy anything but that. Everything else is for sale. You know, you can buy. I could replace anything, but I can't replace the time.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm gonna have to get with the lawyers and everything and get this figured out for Tank coming in every week, and then Ray being on here for an hour and a half right now. I'm gonna have to get with the lawyers and get it all settled so I can get this man paid. You know, I mean,
on my end, we'll just chalk it up to a taxable donation.
Yeah, I'll shoot you my Venmo, dog.
You're expensive night, guys. No, but I really do appreciate Ray coming on. I really do, Ray, man. I've said it times and times again, man. I've always looked up to you, man. My kids know your voice; they hear you in the house all the time, man. You've been a big inspiration for me, even though I've been doing it for a long time. But you're the one that pushed me to start doing YouTube
yeah. And like I told Chad when Chad started doing YouTube, and Randall, and I'm like, man, just do it, you know, and try and see, you know. I never thought that people would watch lawn videos. You know, I've always wanted to help out, even though sometimes some of the videos that I put out don't show that I'm trying to help people, because some of it's kind of hardcore. But really, at the end of the day, I don't really mean no harm to nobody unless they're trying to harm me. You know, I mean, I want to empower people to chase their dreams, and if they got a question for me, hey, you can ask me. I'll tell you. Yeah, don't think I'm going to sugarcoat it. Don't think I'm going to tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
All the time, and I might not be right all the time either.
Yeah.
So, you know, the channel. You know, I started doing the channel because I really wanted to document my journey, and also wanted to be able to help guys trying to start out, not just in doing this work, right?
Yeah.
In life, man, you know, this is just what we do. How we live our life, really, man, and that is what I really try to tell the young men that work for me over the years, even though they're drug addicts or alcoholics or whatever, whoever they are. I still try to tell them, look, man, you don't have to live like that. You know, you don't have to live in a crazy, chaotic world. You know, and a lot of young men respond to that, and a lot of young men, you know, they get mad. You know, but you know, I can't change my experiences in life, man. You know, I can't change it. I can't change, you know, of the things that I've been through to get to today, just the mere survival of to be 57. I mean, damn, dude. Sometimes it's really, you know, I think back and I'm like, damn, man, the journey so far. And a lot of people want to say, well, you're at the end of your time. But see, I don't feel like that. I don't feel my body feels a little old. Don't get me wrong, but my brain feels sharp as a tick, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. I see myself continue to evolve, continue to learn, continue to be better today than I was yesterday. All that stuff I talk about in the videos, I want to, you know, and tomorrow I'm going to kill it on that job.
Yeah.
I know I am. I planned and everything for that. And I appreciate everybody that watches my channel.
Yeah.
You got you younger guys that take inspiration from me or whatever I give. You know, it's not a payday in it for none of us, right? There's no money in the YouTube game. We're not Brian and Keith and Sean, and you know, we're none of the. You know, I'm not going to be that.
No.
You know? And do I really want to be? You know, not really. As long as I can make a living doing what I'm doing. You know.
Yeah. I get it. But Ray, I wanted to touch back on when you say, unless some people, you know, get on your nerves and you go on your channel or whatever. Like we had Jay, he's been popping into the comments a little bit or whatever. But I remember texting you one time, like, dude, I'm going to start a feud with you just so I can build my subscriber count up, you know, like a fake feud. You know, I was talking back and forth because it built his channel up, y'all having that battle back and forth. I mean, he's already got like 2,000 subscribers. And I'm like, dang, if that's what it takes, Ray. Hey, my next video, I'm bashing the crap out of you, man.
Don't tell them, dog. Hey, I love it. I love talking smack on the channel. So both brothers asked me about the discipline with the money, and the way it changed, y'all, is I started realizing that, like we were talking about, we're selling our time. We can't get none of it back. And so when I guess I was probably been in business about 4 or 5 years, and I had to pay my father-in-law $1,000 a month, right, to pay off the mowers that I was getting from him, right, at the time. And I just thought that was an egregious amount of money to pay out. But he said, no, $1,000 a month, that's what you got to pay, or I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And that forced me to be disciplined. It forced me.
Oh,
because where am I going to get a Laser Z X series for $8,800 brand new out the crate? I'm not. 60 inch. You're not.
No.
He wanted $1,000 a month, and that I was probably around 40 years old or so. That's when I really started. Okay, I started seeing money a little bit different, right? Instead of I started seeing it as a tool, right? And I started seeing that my life really not that extravagant anyway. Of course, you got to meet the bare basics. You got to be where you're meeting the bare basics. You can't pay your power bill or nothing. Then okay, money's a little more important than somebody that can. But once I started having to pay that grand out every month, I started realizing, I said, it's not that hard, really. It forced me to work a little harder, right, and to get more work because I was young in the game. It forced me to be accountable, responsible, and all that because I didn't want to disappoint him, right? I didn't want to disappoint his wife. I didn't want to disappoint my wife. I didn't want to disappoint the family. Now, a lot of times that don't work out when you get money from family or you get things from family and you have to pay them back. A lot of times that goes sideways as hell, right? We know that, right? Because they're expecting this, you're expecting that. And as a family, I knew Pops wasn't going to take my house if I didn't pay him, right? Yeah. And so, but everybody is not built like that. I had to grow into that role, and then once I faced the fact, this is what I'm doing for a living. I'm going to pay for this mower not because I'm a great guy, because I want another mower. That's why I started looking at things. I want to pay this off so I can get something else. Not pay this off and then, okay, I want to pay it off so I can, get the second 60 inch. That's kind of how it all started. And then it became easier for me to save money. But one of the main reasons why it became easier for me to save money is because I don't live a crazy lifestyle. I haven't moved. My house payment is the same as now as it was in 2007. So, that's a big deal. At the time, if you're buying a house, you're $2,000 a month, minimum probably to buy a home, right?
Hey, my wife asked too, what do you do for retirement, Ray, since starting later and self-employed, cash or 401k?
What I do is I have a Roth account, and I have at Edward Jones, and I have another account I can't get the money out of real easy, right? And so the Roth account I can't touch it.
Yeah.
So and I usually put money in it about every 6 weeks or so, year round, and then sometimes I'll like $3,500 I made on the attachment. I put $1,200 in the Roth account.
Yeah.
And I do stuff like that a lot. And it's not like I'm going down here and doing it. I do it all right here on the computer. I'll put the money in the bank, and then I move the money from the bank to the Roth account. And of course I have I could take this 75 grand and I can do whatever I want to do with it. Because I've been putting money in the Roth account the whole time I've been stacking that.
Yeah.
And you guys have seen me do the work to stack the money, and I've talked about it all the time. I'm stacking. I want a new skid. I'm stacking. And having that, having that belief that that you can do it, and knowing what you want to buy, I'm not just, I'm gonna save 75 grand up so I can go to Disney World or whatever. Yeah. I know exactly what I want to buy. It's not like there's no wavering here. I know exactly what I want to buy. I know exactly and I've thought and plotted about it for 6 or 7 months now. And I didn't really talk about it too much, Yeah,
a lot of that helps with, Tank and me and Chad, we still got these kids at home. You know,
Oh, that's a factor.
it makes
Huge
it
factor.
really hard to save right
Yeah.
now, to put up. Once the kids get grown and gone and are out of the house or whatever, yeah, and I'm hoping I'll have the 10 or 15 years to like just stack,
I don't
before I
either.
consider doing, throwing a lot of money out, because the day, everything's so high, even though we make,
y'all can't take chances like I can.
yeah,
You
yeah,
simply cannot take a chance like I can. You can't save up, 50 grand, 80 grand or whatever, and then just put it in the street, because it's like, I got 3 kids, 2 kids at home, and oh no, man, I would be super scared. I might take 10 of it though, and
I'll take a little bit and put in there like
Yeah.
you're saying or whatever, but it's
Yeah.
not a big chunk every time,
right.
Kids need to eat. They got to have school clothes. They got to have
Yeah.
school supplies. They're playing sports. I mean, it's all over the place, So
I realize that most people your age and Tank's age and Chad's age, where you guys still have little kids, y'all can't take the kind of chances that I can take. And that's got to be recognized, right? It ain't that I'm a smart, sassy guy. It's that I'm in a different place in my life.
Mhm.
But the thing that you guys, that I would tell all 3 of you guys, is
Here we
study
go.
up. Study
Yeah.
up. Study up on what you're ready to do when they do leave
Yeah.
the nest.
Yeah,
So, plot and plan from afar. Educate yourself on, okay, what am I going to do when these youngins get the hell out of here? What am I going to do? And have some kind of what you're going to do with the money that you're making. Now you don't have the kids' books to buy. You don't have to feed them. You don't have the clothes, and sometimes that might end when they're 20, 21. It might not end until they're 30. You just don't never know, because that's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
But
My kids are not living in my house till they're 30. I can tell you that right now. I'll push them out.
So
You know how mine
they
left
got to
at
come to work for you. That's what
mid 18, boom, get out of here, boy.
Yeah.
Time to grow up.
But that's my thinking. As long as you guys have young kids, it's hard, man. It's damn near impossible to take the chances that I would take, and it be a rational thing.
Mm-hmm.
People that in your spot to take the chances I take, they're not thinking right.
Yeah.
They're not thinking right. They don't
Yeah.
take 75, 80 grand and throw it on a machine and
Yeah.
hope for the best.
Yeah,
That is not a smart move,
Mm-hmm.
But if you get to the point of where they're gone and you get all your stuff paid for, right? You got your house damn near paid for, all your stuff is kind of paid for.
Yeah.
Then you just see what you can do, as far as just straight discipline stacking. Nobody's in your ear telling you they need football clothes, they need tennis shoes, or nothing. You just straight working and stacking, and stacking.
And I'm hoping that I'm around your age, I think my last kid will graduate when I'm probably like 52, maybe. So I mean, then I'll have a lot of time to.
But more than that, you will have the knowledge of all the years that you've been having to work, and you're peaking everything around you. You're like, okay, I could do that. I could do that. Oh, damn, he made a bunch of money on that. That's why I'm always talking about in my channel how much stuff costs. It's super important. I want to know what everything costs. I want to know what Tank's getting for that yard. I want to know what you're getting for that yard. I want to know what the plumber's getting to do that. I want to know what, that's just my interest. And so that gives you a real rounded thing, knowledge about what things cost. So you got to know these things.
Yeah.
And what better time to know that when you can't make a big move anyway?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Learning it on YouTube.
Yeah, soak it shit up, man. Soak it up.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what I did all through my 40s. Soaked it up. And now you got things that can come up in life too. You can get sick, you get ill, you can break. I feel very fortunate to be 57 and still be able to get out here and still want to get out. I'm still hungry, man. I'm hungry. And
I'm hoping I'm the same way.
And I think that shows in my videos. I'm super hungry. But I don't just want to go out here and do. I don't mind doing manual labor, but I don't want to just go out here and just spinning my wheels. I want to go out here and earn and stack and earn and stack and make smart decisions with the money that we make. Like I said, you can make 300 grand a year, but if you ain't smart with your money, you can forget it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter because you're not going to be able to sustain, because you got lucky, made 400 grand last year, 300 grand last year as a 2 or 3 man operation. Well, this year you might make 120.
Yeah. Then you hurt.
And then the everything,
especially as a 2 to 3 man operation. Yeah, you definitely hurting. Somebody's got to go.
Yeah.
Well, you see it through Mike and Andy's going to take some of these people and try to help them out with their finances. And heck, they're doing a 1.3 million, $5 million business.
And they broke.
Like how?
Not only broke, they're under zero.
Yeah.
I mean, they're reverse zero. They're negative, dude. And I'm like,
just not smart with their money.
Not smart with your money. You're not making good decisions.
There was a guy. There's a business in my area that Mike Andes came down and straightened out. It was he actually did a show on it on YouTube, and the guy was making $800,000 a year and had $5,000 to his name.
Wow.
That's insane.
That is so. Then if I were 57 and that was my situation, that would bring on a huge onslaught of depression. I wasted my life. All of these type of things that makes you even more or less productive.
And it's harder for a guy to get a job in the workforce or whatever at 57. Dude. People ain't hiring them. They want
no plan B for me, dog. They ain't no plan B for me. This is it, man. It's gotta work. It's gotta work. But when I was your guys' age, I thought the same way. This has got to work.
Yeah.
There ain't no plan B. Me not taking a check or not punching a clock. I ain't saying in the lawn maintenance business or the landscape business. This has got to work. Me living on the land, whatever that may be, where I'm not punching a clock for somebody. There's a million ways to make money. It ain't got to be in this. But I once I realized that I can't fail, dude. I can't, man, because I'll lose everything. So
got too much riding on it.
Yeah.
And so when I'm able to save money like that, that gives me a little bit of confidence, and I can do that. I can do that every year if I wanted to. I do pretty much, but I don't talk about it like I did, the other day.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to show these young guys, hey, see what you can do. And I don't come from money. I don't come from no education. I don't come from no finances or nothing.
Yeah.
I just it's a simple concept. Make more than you spend.
Yeah.
It's that freaking simple, right?
Yeah.
So, somebody said make 200,000. I live like I'm making 50, right? And like right now,
your means, live below your means.
Yeah. See, like right now, y'all, I got a dilemma here. I'm gonna tell y'all. I haven't really even shared it with the channel. I got a dilemma here.
Oh, here we go. We're getting.
I could take. I'm still stacking this money, right? So I'm thinking, I'm projecting a little bit. I may be able to stack, get another 15 or 20,000 stacked to add with the 75, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I owe 40 grand on my house. I could pay the house off right now, and I'm not gonna miss a meal. That is huge in my world. That's freaking huge.
My house payment is like $1,600 a month. If I can go ahead and pay my house off, dude, you're stacking every month. Then
you are compounding. And so instead of me giving my money to Edward Jones or wherever, I'm doing other things with it that might not be atypical, like paying my truck off, paying the mowers off, paying my house off.
Mm-hmm.
And
you
then
paid your shop off, hadn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been paid off for about 3 or 4 months now. So I guess but the part of me right now is saying, dude, you could take 40 grand of that money and you could pay your whole house off, and you would never have to worry about a house payment again as long as you live. Is that better than a retirement?
It's pretty good, man.
To me, it's pretty freaking good in my world that most people don't don't pay their house off at well, a lot of people never do, but at 57 years old, house paid for. You'll have that's the biggest expense that we have.
Yeah.
And so now I'm thinking, man, I got this money, But then the other part of me is saying, if I get the skid, I can make that money twice as fast again and do it again, do it again. But then you got to, all these thoughts come through your head. Then you got to be thinking, what if I get hurt? What if something happens to my wife? What if I wreck something? What if?
Yeah.
Right now, that money's sitting there. Right now, that money's safe and sound sitting there, and I can do whatever I want to do. And all the risk taken to get there is already done. So now I think to myself, I might need to reassess everything. I might need to say, okay, let me put, 20 grand down, sell my skid, get 40 grand, and have a 50 grand down payment on a new skid, right? And then use the rest to maybe pay a big chunk of my household, where something like that.
That Jaden guy was asking, what's your house interest rate? Mine's really low because I got mine in 2008. I think
I got mine in 2007.
Yeah.
Mine's like 3 or something.
Yeah, that's what mine is.
Like
yeah, mine's really low, like 2.93, something like that. It's really low too.
Yeah.
And my house will pay off when I'm 50, so I got like 9 years left probably. So
all my money goes in the bank. Everything goes in the bank.
Yeah.
I don't hold no cash or nothing. And then I'll move it around accounts. I got like 5 accounts. I'll move it around. I'll put some in the money market. I'll put some in the Edward Jones.
3.25 is what mine.
Yeah. I want to say mine's 2.9, I think. And I do a lot of thinking. I try to think about every move I make, and that's what life experience gives you. It gives you, sometimes it can hold you up from making a move, right? It can, well, what if I do this or that, this, and then holds you thinking up. And I think that's one of the reasons why my business has not really grown as far as people. Because people are expensive.
Yeah.
People are unpredictable.
Yeah.
I want to be a little more predictable. I want to be in control of everything. Because I know if I'm in control of everything, then I'm going to make decisions based on the 17 years I've been in business.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything in the business.
A lot of people are saying, since your interest rate is so low, I probably wouldn't worry about going and paying off your payment. Or
that's another thought, man. Hey, dude, that's another thought. Like, well, damn, I done paid all the interest anyway.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
because right now it's all principal that you're paying off. So every payment is knocking that payment completely down. Like with me, I think we did a 30-year mortgage or whatever. It took 15 years before it even started getting to the principal. It looked like, I mean, once you're paying all the interest and everything, I paid $169,000 for my house, but once I pay it all, it's gonna be like $400,000. I mean, it's crazy.
So Jay Meyer's saying, what would you do if the financial status freezes and you can't get your money? You talking about the money that's in the account now?
It should never freeze.
I mean, if it does, that means everybody's froze. So I mean, everybody be broke, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's broke. If everybody's broke, I'm okay.
If it's just a certain few, we got a problem.
If it's me, then we got a problem. But if everybody's broke, if the bank shut down tomorrow, then a
lot of people's hurting, not just you.
Yeah,
everybody.
It wouldn't do no good if it was sitting in a shoebox anywhere if the banks crashed, because it wouldn't be worth nothing anyway.
Yeah, you can't spend it.
Yeah, because ain't nobody selling you nothing if the bank crashed. They're going to want to hold on to all their stuff, so.
Yeah. The only way you'll get anywhere with anything saved up, if that's something like that happens, if you have gold stored away. Gold and silver.
Yeah.
Got it. That's when it pays to have something tangible.
Yeah. Do a lot of things for y'all's interest rates. And see, I'm just starting to get to the point to where, like I've always thought, okay, like my mom and my aunt, they said, you need to give Edward Jones money. And I'm like, I need this money to buy equipment. I can make more money with the equipment that I buy than they'll give me interest, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's been my thinking all these years until about the last 2 years, 3 years. I started thinking a little bit different, Well, ever since COVID, I sort of think, well, damn, but I feel like what?
Chad said, "Don't keep a lot of cash at your house."
Well, sure. I never do that. I
That's
never do
that
that,
ain't
man.
a joke. That's an inside situation, but that
Yeah, I
ain't a
don't keep
joke.
no cash around the house, just so y'all know.
You come to my house, I'm telling you, I live in the country. It's pew pew everywhere. I know I can't say a
Yeah.
lot on that, but it's we stacked here.
Yeah, and there's another, and passive income buying a property. But see, right now, property's so freaking stupid expensive.
Yeah.
That's a
I was
scary
thinking,
thing, man.
I was thinking about that, man. I was trying to jump into thinking about trying to get like a trailer park or just some properties that like Airbnb properties or whatever on the lake or something, to invest in. But like it's like you said, man, the housing market and everything is still crazy, and the interest is on them, and everything is crazy still. I mean, yeah.
3.35 interest rate is not bad though.
No.
Buy you some goats and cows.
3.2.
I had a goat one time and act like a dog and stayed on the porch. Slept with the dogs, ate the dog food, didn't do his
Yeah.
job. I gave it back to my buddy.
That's what my guy did. That's what my guy did on that property over there. That he's going to hire me to mulch that backyard area. That property that was so bad.
Yeah.
He straight out bought that cash. Paid like $230,000 for it, and I'm like, man, that's so expensive. Even he paid cash, and then he's got to dump. He's probably going to dump 35 or 40 grand in it, and so then he's going to probably sell it for 300, 320. He's going to cap out. So yeah, he might make 40 grand, but man, he's going to have to work for it. It's not as easy as it once was probably. Mm-hmm. But he did pay cash for it, and he will get his money back. I don't think he's going to take a hit. Yeah. But I think to myself,
is that what he does a lot of? Does he buy and sell a lot like that? Is that what he does?
No, that's the first one he's done.
Oh, okay.
He sells commercial real estate, so he knows a lot about real estate and interest rates and the timing of stuff. That's critical, and and he plays the market too. He plays sometimes he'll tell me, he said, "Yeah, man, I just made $7,000 this morning." Like,
yeah, he's a day trader and everything.
Yeah.
Brittany did that for a little while. Brittany did that for a little while, but that's kind of addicting, like gambling and everything.
Yeah, that's what I said. Let me give you $10,000, man, and turn it into 70 for me.
Yeah,
he's like, no, man, I ain't doing that, dude.
Yeah, if he loses
lose it.
It's like gambling, dude.
Yeah, and he would go in and like he said he made like $100,000 in just a few weeks. He'd go in and however they don't know how it all works, but he never would leave the house. And I don't know if he took a hit, had to get, gave all the money back, but I don't think he's doing that no more. That might have been where he got all the money to buy this house.
Yeah.
And that's what he's disciplined like that. Yeah. Where, he's disciplined like me in a lot of ways where I can gamble. I don't mind gambling and I can walk away.
Sometimes I have trouble.
It's hard. It's hard.
Give me out of trouble.
The trick to gambling is I got to win it first.
Yeah.
If I don't win right off the top, like the first $500 or $600, then I'm done.
Yeah.
If I can win $3 or $4 grand, and then I'll turn around and I'll say, okay, I'll put $1,500 in my pocket and we'll gamble the rest of it's back.
I hit a jackpot one time for 13.5. I felt pretty good about that.
The trick for gambling to me is not doing it.
Yeah. Now I don't play the lottery or none of that. I don't play the Georgia lottery or none of that.
Y'all have that all around y'all, man. I'm glad we don't. I'm glad we don't do that.
Tax, man. Yeah. I don't never play. All you guys in the comment, don't play the lottery. It ain't designed for you.
Even the scratch offs and everything. Every time me and my wife go to Florida or somewhere, she wants to stop at the store and get a scratch off. I'm like, man, if we lived around here, ain't no way, man. I'd be on her all the time about the scratch offs.
I used to have guys that work with me. They spend $30 a day at the store in the morning, and wonder why they broke.
Yeah,
they would spend more at the store on vices, cigarettes, and energy drinks and lottery tickets than I would put in fuel in a whole day.
Yeah,
and they ain't making none of that. I mean, they ain't making near the money that I'm making, and they're working for me. Yeah, it is gambling. That's what my guy told me. He's like, dude,
You won big for a while, and then you start losing it, and then you win and lose it, win. It's like they got.
It's too much of that shit, dog. I can't handle. I gotta be a little more level playing.
It's like the house always wins. Well, the market, that's the house. Think of them as the house, and they gonna win.
Now, if you win big, and according to what big is, if you win, big, and then you take that money and buy a piece of equipment with it, that's good. But if you just give it back to them, then and I can see how that could be. Well, it's just like going to the casinos, man.
Yeah,
and they let you win to begin with. They let you win.
Yeah.
It's like
and then give you free play to keep coming back. Like, we'll give you $300 of free play if you come back.
Free room. There's your free room.
We get all that. We get all that. We're feeling like, oh yeah, man, they're giving us a free room and all that.
That's who I got, Jay. I got Edward Jones.
Yeah. We're gonna look into it and everything a little bit more and everything. Like I said, we got some stuff going on, but I do need to do a little bit more better on investing.
And that just comes back to the discipline, right? I used to never give them nothing because I said, shit, I need this money more than they do.
Yeah, I worked hard for this money. What the crap?
I could buy a mower or weed eaters or whatever, and I can make more money than their interest is going to give me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm super tightwad with my money, man. I tell my kids, I do give them things. Like I said, I would always give things that my oldest, the other two, they kind of get shafted now because now we're kind of in a different situation. They get a little shafted than the oldest one did. He got all kinds of stuff. The two little ones, they get kind of shafted. But I'm like, every time they want to buy something, I said, how many yards I had to cut to buy that?
Yeah, I always say that.
I be telling my wife and kids that all the time. They're like, okay. I'm like, get out there with me a couple of yards and buy you them Nikes that you want to buy that $200,
But it's good to know when I sleep better at night when I know that, like, if we need a septic system, I can buy one. If I need AC, I can buy one. We need a roof on the house, I am not stressed, and that makes me have a better life because I'm not thinking about all that shit that can go wrong. I can fix it if I have to, paying for it or whatever. And that's all money is a tool to me at this point.
What's your thoughts on all this, Tank? Sitting there just soaking it in, huh?
I'm learning, man. But I am with Ray, having money and all that good stuff, making a lot of money is not where it's at. It's being able to keep it. And that's a big thing right there. And it's like Ray says, it's not about going out and living a lavish lifestyle. It's about being a little bit more stress-free than what you were before. And
quality of life.
Because things are going to happen, when you're working for the man making $20, $30, $40 an hour, whatever it may be for some of you tradesmen out there. You're making good money, but at the same time, you're spending all that money on a new truck, new boat, a big old fat house for your wife and kids and all that good stuff to impress the Joneses.
Yeah.
But sooner or later, you're going to need a roof on that house 10, 15 years from now. You're going to, that AC.
Woo.
Mandatory.
You live in the Southeast. You ain't got no air conditioning, man. What are you doing?
Yeah. Our AC went out one night. My wife said, "Where we gonna stay at?"
You better put her button out.
It went out one night. She said, "Well, where are we staying at tonight?" I'm like,
put a box fan on you because we rolling the windows up in the house and putting a box fan on you.
I'm gonna run down to Home Depot and get one of them window units.
Yeah.
So again, having money available to go buy a window unit. Hey, that's
Yeah.
There was a time when I couldn't have done that.
Yeah.
There was a time, and I'll tell the chat. There was a time I couldn't even get a phone, man. I had to put.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get my power when I bought this house. I couldn't even get the power turned on without a deposit. I couldn't. Wow. I couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I just barely was able to get the house. And then right after I got the house, the economy crashed. I mean, I got the house in 2007, and when the economy crashed, like 2008.
Yeah,
2008, 2009, right in that time.
I lost my job a year after I bought this house.
Wow. I got laid off in Pensacola, Florida, as a surveyor. You know, you said you do a lot of CAD work and you did all that kind of stuff. We built their CADs and their job sites and all that. So I love when you talk about that because I do miss surveying. But I got laid off. They called us project engineers, but we were just surveyors or whatever for big Alabama Power and everything. But when I lost my job, 3 other people lost their same job that week, 3 other surveyors. And that's when we came home, and I told my wife I was working night shift in the mines, and I told her, I said, I'm going to start a lawn business. She thought I was crazy, you know, and look where it's at now, you know. But
So Jaden here saying keeping only cash in the bank will lose you more in the long run than investing, but investing can lose too, right?
Yeah. It can
crash. Lose, and I'm not in control of that.
No. What he's getting at is cash loses its value over time. That's what he's getting at. Investing in different things, as long as you're investing for the long haul, it's going to go down over time, but at the same time, it's going to fluctuate. It's going to go up and down. That's why you buy when things are low and you sell when it's high.
Okay. Yeah.
But I look at it like this too. It's also important to invest in other things than just money. It's important to invest in things that can make money, like other businesses.
I'm big on that.
Yeah.
I want to buy things that make me money. And if you live and I live my life like that. If it don't make me money, then I got to reassess.
And also
what I'm spending on.
Also, I mean, there's other things to think about too. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we're all landscapers. We're looking to buy new mowers, skid steers, mini X's, whatever it can be. Whatever it can be. But at the same time, think about buying into other businesses, like buying a storage shed, things like that can make you money. Yeah, it's expensive to buy. It's expensive to buy a property. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But you adjust your prices to offset.
You can do it. You can do it. I mean, I just saved all that money in 6 months. I could do that. I could, and I ain't dead. I mean, I'm still, you know, if I was 40 and I knew what I know now at 40, and I had more energy when I was younger. Yeah. I don't have the energy that I have now that I had when I was in my 40s.
Well, that's because you're working 14 days a week, Ray.
Yeah, you might be right.
If there's 8 days in a week, Ray is working.
I gotta get them, man. But to keep in mind too, y'all, I'm not working like 10 hours a day or nothing.
Yeah.
And it's we can look at it like it's work, and it is, but I look at it like it's just a day in my life, right? Because I think when I get up in the morning and I'm doing my thing, getting the hot tub and blah, blah, I'm thinking about what else would I be doing if I'm not going to work today? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, and that's an honest question I ask. What would I ask myself? What would I do if I'm not going to work today? Well, I don't really want to lay around and watch TV all day.
But you're gonna be doing one of two things. You're either gonna be spending time with your family, or you're gonna be working on your business instead of in your business. Right. And if you're gonna be working on your business, you might as well be working in your business and making some money in the process.
See, like yesterday, I wasn't going to work yesterday, right? But my day revolved around doing things to set up for this week, including going and looking at that job and getting that $3K job we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I was minding my own business. Didn't want no trouble, y'all. I didn't want no trouble. And that lady called me. And so, you know, what am I supposed to? I got to go look at it, dude. I ain't no way. I got to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of people would say that's work. You're working. Well, I'm not. It's a way of life for me at 57.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's like you said, you don't have no hobbies or nothing like that. You ain't going out playing golf. You ain't doing anything like that. You know, work is kind of like your hobby. You know, it's kind of you enjoy doing it. I mean,
that's a good thing. Good thing. You know, I'm thinking, I'm glad I like doing it. I'm glad I like generating money. But again, I'm in a different place in my life than a lot of you guys, right? Mm-hmm. You know, where family time is not as important as it was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, because, well, you know, it's just not. It's more about, and another thing too, I'm in control of everything. So if I don't want to do something, I ain't got to do it. Right. That's a big factor too. Like, what about
good in that business.
Yeah, and I might get out here and work, 5 or 6 hours a day, but am I
Are you really working?
am I working?
Yeah.
Or yeah, well, to some people I would be because I'm in the heat, blah blah blah. But to me, being done this for 18 years, that yeah, it's hot. But if I get too hot, I'm coming home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm in control of everything.
You're in control of your whole destiny of your work. That's why you
Everything.
work for yourself. That's why he's trying to teach y'all out here, guys. Watch his channel, man. Watch Tank's channel. I know I ain't mentioned it a whole lot. If you're new in here and you don't know these guys or whatever, subscribe to their channel, man, and they'll teach you some things, man. They will definitely teach you the lawn care way, and if that's what you're into, or just business itself. If you're watching them, a lot of times you can watch Ray or whatever and learn from him, not just because he owns a lawn business or whatever, because he's teaching you values of stuff to save, to be disciplined with your money, like we're talking about. That's what this whole, live was going to be about, is, saving money, buying equipment and all that kind of stuff. So,
and make sure you buy the right equipment.
yeah.
I got one more example before I get off of here. So y'all know 2 years ago I bought the tilt trailer, right? This is something I want you guys to avoid, you guys in the chat or whatever. If you're trying to expand, trying to grow, and you don't really, I bought the tilt trailer, 14,000 pound trailer, right? I didn't anticipate that I would get a bigger skid. So now I'm $12,000 into a trailer that's a year and a half old, and it's going to become damn near obsolete. It's $11,500 item sitting there that I might not even legally be able to use if I buy a new skid.
Yep.
So what I should have done is went on and spent the other $2,000 and got the 16,000 pound trailer. And so you can, when you start getting into the bigger stuff, the mowers too, but when you start getting into anything, when you start getting the skids and skid attachments and all, always buy for tomorrow.
Yeah,
because everything costs so much money. Like I keep kicking myself because I think, damn, I could take that $11,000 and I could go buy, another trailer that is 100% legal for me to pull a bigger skid on.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I mean, I ain't telling nobody to do anything that I do, but I'm just saying that it's iffy. Mm-hmm. And but I'm still out the 11.5,
mm-hmm.
the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So, was it a good investment at the time? Sure,
mm-hmm.
But I wasn't thinking into the future enough. Why is that? Because I didn't know what I don't know.
And a lot of people have that it's hard for them to anyways too, is the knowing of the future and everything.
Yeah.
That's why it's always best to buy up a little bit, not saying buy a fifth wheel trailer that hauls, 30,000 pounds or whatever, but if you can afford that one step up, that you might grow into or whatever, it's good to do that,
Yeah. Whenever I buy trailers and mowers and trucks or whatever, I'm always buying for tomorrow. It's a given. I'm doing what I'm doing now with what I got now. I don't have to spend no more money for that, but I'm going to jump out there $8,000, $10,000, $15,000 for lawn equipment and whatever it is. I want to buy for tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'm going to be pissed that I bought this 36-inch when I should have bought a 52. Because now, you see what I'm saying? And it's just kind of what you're doing, but you got to kind of have a beat on what you're doing to know to buy, and you know your tomorrow, right? And I did not know, I had no idea that I would be able to do the forestry mulching and step up so fast. I figured I didn't know that a year after a year and a half, I bought the Kubota in 23, and $20,000 on it, whatever that, and I got 1,200 hours on it. The warranty is good for 2,000 hours. So when all you guys are thinking about buying or want to get into a skid game, you cannot equate it to a truck or a jet ski or a motorcycle, or you can't equate it to anything that under normal buying, people look at, oh, $100,000. Yeah, yeah, but you can make $100,000 with it in 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's a super safe investment, and it doesn't lose value like a truck.
Yeah.
Because
What's the good thing? What the good thing is? Go ahead.
It's the hours. If you buy a skid, and the dealers have all kinds of good deals, low interest rates, and all that. Where you don't have to go borrow money from anybody. I just deal with the dealer, and their incentive programs and their insurance is super everything. So, but you have to look at it. You can't look at it as oh, damn, you're spending $100,000 on something that, no. It's a piece of equipment that I'm going to use, and I've made my money back, and I ain't even got the warranty up yet. I mean, I made more than I probably. Well, I just made enough money in the last 6 months with it to pay for the whole damn thing. And I've had it for 3 years. And so just imagine what the kind of money that you can make in 3 years. I did $75,000 in just 6 months. Yeah, and that's enough. You take $75,000 down to a damn dealer in cash, you'd come out with one of my machines like I got right now.
Easy.
Right now. Yeah.
But what I'm saying, you did that and still kept your lawn business. It ain't like you were doing it every single day. So if you were just doing that every single day, you could double that. You could probably double that what you made.
I'll probably or more. And then I would probably have already bought a machine. If that was all I was doing, I would have evolved quicker.
Yeah.
But like I said in the beginning of the summer, I want to try to keep it all. That's my motto the whole summer. I want to do it all. I want to.
Well, what's good about lawn care is so recurring customers. Now the skid game and everything, and the landscaping game and all that, I use landscaping as extra throughout the year. Whatever I can pick up, it's extra. My bread and butter is lawn care. It's just too consistent.
And mine used to be, and it still is. It's the most consistent that I can see coming.
Yeah,
you got to see it coming.
Yeah, at minimum in the landscaping game, at minimum the lawn care aspect of it is at minimum it's going to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
It's going to do a lot more than that, but it's definitely going to help you.
And another thing too, when I bought the Bobcat, at first you got to learn how to make the machine make money without tearing anything up. You got to learn. And these are things that just because you own a skid don't mean you can ball out. It doesn't mean that you can ball out, because you got to learn what people are paying for and all that. You got to get it around. But there was many times that I used the lawn maintenance business to cover what I wasn't making with the skid.
Yeah.
Right. And because it's all me, right? It's all me. It's all a part of my empire, if you will. And all the money comes back to me. So back to the money thing, I don't take the lawn money and just say, okay, this is just for lawns. No, because I can't do that, because I might not have made very much with the skid. The skid payment's got to get made no matter what. So we're going to use that lawn money to pay that skid until a better time comes.
Yeah.
Same way, if it weren't for the skid, I wouldn't have paid my truck off or that mower off.
Yeah.
So it's all one entity.
Yeah.
It's all one entity. But people say, well, you need to keep the lawn maintenance separate from the skid maintenance. Well, if I had 10 employees in different divisions, okay. But it's just me, and me and one guy and 2 trucks. I mean, everything.
You've got a way to turn revenue 400 days a year.
Yeah. And it's you can easily with the skid. You can. Well, tomorrow I'll make as much tomorrow as I made all last week mowing grass. I'll make that much in probably 3 hours. I bet you I won't be over there 3 hours tomorrow for that $3,000.
Yeah.
I bet you.
That's great.
I bet you I won't be. And it's only like 1.5 miles, 2 miles from my house. So I'll take me, the skid, the grapple bucket, the mulcher, and Justin in my dump trailer. He'll pull the other truck. He'll go pull that. I think it's going to be quicker for me to load it on that dump trailer than for me to mulch it up in the back there.
Yeah.
Because mulching it up, you make a mess. But if you don't know that, like when I first started mulching, I said, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna mulch it up." I wouldn't have known that. I'd have been okay. I'm just gonna go over there with the gravel bucket and mulcher, drag it to the back, and mulch it up. But that area is not woody enough for me to really want to mulch it because it's gonna sling shit everywhere. And I'm like, well, it ain't gonna take an hour.
Yeah.
I could throw it on dump trailer, send Justin to the dump. We'll haul, man.
Everything's real close to you. You said you're 3.5 miles from your house. Smokes, you know.
Yeah, the dump is about 7 miles from the job.
Wow.
So I could literally tomorrow drive 2 trucks, the skid, go to the dump, and not even put 30 miles on any vehicle all together.
Let me ask you this, Ray, and I'm asking for myself. What would you recommend someone buy if they were to go out and buy a skid? What attachment, the very first attachment, what would you recommend it be? Something that they could make money with all the time.
Probably a grapple bucket, dude.
A grapple bucket?
A grapple bucket. I was going to say that, but I didn't know if I'd be right.
But the grapple bucket gives you a lot of options. Well, number one, it gives you semi-tooth bucket, right? Because it's got teeth on the end, and it gives you the ability to pick anything up. I can pull trees straight out of the ground with it.
Yeah.
So, and you can load things with it, which eliminates your labor. Is when you get a skid, the only thing I'm thinking about, I want to minimize my labor. Because the reason I got a skid is because I don't want to deal with 10 laborers. I want the machine to do it. If I go out and buy a power rake, great tool, but it's not very universal in everyday life, right? You got people that's got long driveways and doing sod jobs. Well, if you're doing a sod job, guess what? You need labor. So you're back at the same thing that you got that you bought the skid for. You're back. Well, you got to have guys on the ground, you know, for a power rake. So, and usually when you buy a skid, just FYI, every skid that I bought, a bucket comes with it. Bucket. So if I'm buying a skid and the first thing I know, you got to know this. First thing I know is I'm going to get a gravel bucket. Then when I buy the skid, I want a smooth bucket. Yeah. To come with the skid, not a tooth bucket. I'll eventually buy a tooth bucket. It's better, but I already got a tooth bucket with the grapple. It's got teeth on it, right? Yeah. It's not quite the same, but you work with it because the buckets are $500.
My grapple bucket on my mini skid is a flat bucket with a grapple on top. Yeah, and I do like that.
Yeah, I haven't ever had one of them, but I would be interested. I would buy one.
I mean, get it at the auction where I get mine.
Yeah, and when you buy a skid, if you're financing, right, and most people finance a skid, I would go on and I would try to get my best attachment through the financing, because it's harder to finance attachments after you get the machine on, and then I got to go to Quick Attach and buy, and I got to finance an $8,000 attachment. When really they could have thrown it in with your machine, and you're still under one payment, one loan, one umbrella instead of.
So when you get the bigger skid, are you going to try to get a different attachment, being you already have a smooth bucket and all that?
No, I'm going to try to get a lower price.
Oh, okay. No bucket.
No. I don't want to. They when they quoted me with a bucket. I said I don't need a bucket. I got a tooth bucket, $2,500 tooth bucket, and a $2,500 smooth bucket. I'll never have to buy another bucket again. Yeah. So the buckets are expensive, man, and you can't buy cheap. You can't buy a cheap one. Now you can go to the auction, but you're not going to buy one like I got at auction for cheap.
So let me ask you this: Are you partial to Quick Attach, that brand?
No, I like them. They're expensive and they make a quality product. I ain't never had nothing to their trade, but they're pricey. The stump grinder I got was $9,000. The power rake I got was used, and I paid $7,000 for that. Wow. Quick Attach, you can get parts for them pretty easy. They don't make a forestry mulcher, but if they for a big machine, they make it for the smaller machine, because Corey over there quick attach, he says that if you're not pushing at least 34 GPM, they don't make them for anything less than that.
Yeah.
So, and if I'd have known, like I don't mind buying the Chinese mulchers, and I would buy a Chinese Mini X too, just to have. I wouldn't mind buying one. I'd buy one if the price is right. It'd be damn handy to put the tracks on the machine. Oh my God. Can you imagine having a Mini X, a small Chinese Mini X, to help put the tracks on the machine?
Mm-hmm.
Chad
asked, which one do you think's better, Ray? The one Lee has or the clam grapple like mine and like yours? Chad's got one like you or whatever. Which one you think is better?
What I did with my grapple's not a clam and it's not a flat, right? Mine's in the middle. A clam is good for brush piles and stuff, right? Mine, yours is good for demo, like if you're demoing stuff and bricks and stuff. Mine is in the middle. Mm-hmm. But what I've done to mine is I modified it. You have to
where it's kind of flat on the bottom. I saw that.
Yeah, I put a plate of steel in the bottom of it where
it just helps catch the small stuff, when you're trying to grab
it. If you get a bunch of small stuff, then and you've got to go a long way. Well, it's going to bricks and stuff tend to fall out if it's not wedged in there right. Mm-hmm. So I probably like the flat bucket one better than a clamshell, because a clamshell, if you're doing demo work where you're picking up little rocks and stuff like that, mine ain't that great for that either. I can do it, but I gotta have a guy on the ground, with a bucket that's flat and smooth like yours. Mm-hmm. You can close it up and all the loose stuff will fall into the flat bucket part.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was doing when I put that piece of metal in there, because the wedges are so far apart. My gravel bucket is built like a freaking, dude, you are not going to bend it. You're not going to break it. You'll break the front plate on the skid before you break that thing.
Yeah, mine ain't going to be that powerful, but it's a mini. I got a mini.
Yeah, you don't need that. No, and when I bought that grapple, that's my thinking was because I bought a cheap one to begin with, and I bent it like within a week with the full Bobcat, with my little Bobcat. And I did the same thing with a flat bucket too. I said, man, I ain't never going to buy another cheap attachment again. And because, and it's hard to come off $2,500 for a freaking bucket, dude, when you see them online for $400.
Yeah.
$500.
Yes.
And you're like, and I guess the guys that buy the big forestry mulchers, they probably say the same thing. It's hard to spend $40,000 when you see these Chinese mulchers for $3,000.
Yeah.
But the Chinese mulcher's been good to me, man. So I can't. But have I put it under the real test? Have I really tested it with a 75 horsepower machine? We gonna see. We gonna see.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because then you're gonna be throwing way more RPMs on that.
Way more weight behind it and everything.
Yeah.
So that's gonna. We're gonna see what they're made out of then. And I told the guy over the handy the same thing. I said, I'm gonna put your. Yeah, he says they're good for up to 45 GPM on the motor. I said, we're going to see. I said, we're going to see. And he's like, I'm telling you, Ray, they are. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Hey, maybe he's good enough, and you're doing all these videos. He'll send you a couple just to test out.
He did send me 2 of the big pulleys.
Oh, wow.
The pulley that was broke.
Yeah.
Then I welded back on it. I welded it back, and I welded the outside piece back on there. Yeah. He did send me one of them and the other and a set. And but I don't need it. Yeah. I ain't broke the damn thing yet. The thing won't break.
Yeah, that's good.
And I got one of my subscribers. I don't know if he's in here or not. He bought a handy forestry mulcher. He's trying to sell it to me, but he's in Missouri. He's like, man, I didn't use it for what I need it for. I got 75 teeth. I got the belt. I got the mulcher. I'll let you have it for $3,200.
Wow.
And you pay for shipping, right? So,
Wow.
I jump on the computer. how much is shipping? $500 a ship.
Wow. Wow.
So that's $3,750, but I got 75 teeth.
Yeah.
The teeth are $15 each. Do the math.
Yeah, do the math.
That's going to cover the $500. That's going to cover the shipping cost right there. So I'd be basically paying $32.50 for another mulcher. But
maybe Jaden found your question and got the answer or whatever, because he was wondering, are you going to run that big machine with them mulchers? Heck yeah, he is.
Well, they're going to have to burn up before I do anything.
I don't blame him. And it's hard to beat them up, man. Look, Ray is, and I get so much, I do get a little hate from other YouTubers and all that about having Chinese equipment. They call me a whatever, they want to call me. They don't think I support USA and all that kind of stuff. But man, dude, hands down, I've made a lot of money off this equipment. And Ray, thank goodness, he has got a mulcher from an auction that's made, and he has made a killing with it, So
that's the truth. And I'm just, like I say, every video, every job I do with that mulcher, I'm very surprised. I'm more surprised than any of you guys at what a beating that red one is taking. And I got the other one on standby, ready to go. I can't break them.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's up, Mr. Lee? I'm the guy from Duncan Bridge. Man, good seeing you, man. Hello. Good seeing you, brother.
What's up, Brady?
And I am rough on stuff, though. I mean, I really try to push those mulchers to the brink of destruction.
Yeah.
Worst thing that happened was what? The bolts backed out. Dude. Come on, man. And it's still working.
It's still working.
It had 2 bolts. It's got like 12 bolts holding that thing on. There was 2 in there, and the thing was still running. And the only reason why it started making a noise was because one of the 2 bolts backed out and was hitting the belt. Because it couldn't back out all the way and fall down into the chamber. It backed out and it was hitting the belt and the metal thing. And that was the clicking sound I heard. So
right. Chad said that handy mulcher has surprised me. It has surprised me, and I'm sure it's surprised Ray. But Ray, if one broke today, I know you got 2 of them. Wouldn't you go get another one instead of paying $40,000 for a big one?
Yeah, because I know all about them now.
Yeah,
they're real simple devices. Really, the forestry mulchers are really a simple thing. It really is, man. I could build one, and I may this winter, if I have time, take one apart and put new bearings in it. My guy at Handy said, I wish you'd take one apart on your channel, and I'll send you the bearings and stuff, and you can put it back together. I might do that if we get a bunch of rain, but I don't know.
My wife said, we want one. Brittany's like on there, we want one. No, Ray's going to bring that new machine over here, and he's going to mulch my property, and I'm going to pay him, and then we're going to make a video of it and all that. He's going to the property line, he's going to hook us up.
I think the American mulchers are, well, I can't say they're a ripoff, but I can't say,
they're not.
Can't say the Chinese ones are a ripoff either. So
it's a proven point. I mean, you've done almost. You've probably done. You're just showing us that over 100,000 off of them, and it's like, holy crap! You paid what, 3,500 for it?
Yeah.
I mean, holy smokes, man! You buy 2 or 3 of them.
I bought 3 of them for like 10 grand. Sold one of them for 5. So, and I got the 2 left. So, I ain't got much in them. Not much at all. So. It's I'm leaning toward the 97.3. That's the one I'm going to get. The 110 is only 4 more GPM.
Wayne, hello, hi, glad you're here, man. He said Ray won't stop talking enough to say hi. What's up, Wayne? Glad you're in here, man. It's late. I can't believe Ray is still on here.
I know. I told you I get geeked up on these things, man.
But it's fine. It's okay. We're having a good time. There's a lot of people still in here, Ray. It's crazy. I think we've been up to like 30 at one time, and it's just we got an awesome group core of guys. Like, I don't care, like Ray was saying and Tank was saying about having a bunch of subscribers. What I care about and I've been loving is these lives, man. All of us get in here, all of us talk.
Yeah.
To me, that is so great, man. I've met, I mean, not met, but I've got people's numbers. I built so much of a friendship through these lives and everything, man. So if you're listening the next day, because a lot of y'all listen the next day on y'all's mowers and everything. Subscribe to these two guys if you hadn't subscribed to them already. Subscribe to me, but just try to make it into one of these lives on Sunday nights or Tuesday nights, man, because they're pretty cool, man, and you can learn a lot of things from it.
Landscape and watering hole.
Landscape and water.
10 Chinese mulchers for one American mulcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's up, Brian? Right here.
Hey, we're going to see about the 97. We're going to put it to the test. Y'all going to see it.
Somebody said that's what that Jaden guy was asking too. You doing the 97 or the 110? So you're going to do the 97?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and the reason why is because it's $20,000 difference and only 4 GPM gallons, more flow in the 110.
Yeah.
that doesn't move the needle for me, and it weighs more. So we're already pushing the weight factor right now. So the 97 the 97 is basically just like my machine, except for it's bigger and more powerful, bigger pumps, and I'll get a brand new warranty and everything. That the 110 is going to be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that Brian Welch, guys, y'all go and subscribe to his channel too and everything. He's my future man. So right now it's like 11 or 12 o'clock Monday for him. So he's my future guy, and he's already cut 5 yards already this morning. He's already got 5 yards done.
Ain't it winter over there?
I think it's going into spring now for them. They've already had their winter and everything. When we're going into the end of our summer, they're going into their beginning of their season. It's crazy. It's totally opposite of the world. I'm just crazy about it.
I'm ready for the fall. I'm ready for the fall and the winter.
Don't tell me. I tell everybody, and everybody used to tell me, no, I don't get burnt out around August and September. I'm like, that's when I get burnt out. That's the time of year I'm just like, I gotta cut another yard, and it's hot.
Oh, dude. I was on that HOA today, and I was like, oh man.
I'm gonna tell you, dude. The past month has been awful. I mean, just the heat has been outrageous. It really has. I started feeling the effects of it last week. I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. I'm just over it. I'm ready for it to come to an end this year.
We'll get over here, y'all.
Chad said he's taking Labor Day weekend off, even Monday. He is taking the full weekend off to enjoy himself, and I don't blame him. Every now and then, guys, we got to have a little bit of a break. And I know Ray, he works all the time, but I've saw in the past where you'll go and take your wife on a small vacation and all that. It's good to get out every now and then, a little bit,
And we will pull away, after August, probably for a few days somewhere. But whenever I'm away, it's like it's hard to, especially if it's hot out. It's like, man, it's hard to do anything, and it not hard for us to pull away and it not affect a lot because we're always so busy. I'm always so busy, man. But
yeah,
I'll do it. I'm getting a little bit better about it, and I'm not working nearly as hard as I might make it look on video. The video does me justice,
Oh, hey, there's Ben. Appreciate you coming in, Ben. He said, "What's up, Ray, Chad, and Brian? No Lee. Yeah. What's up with that, man? Come on, show me some love."
He had kicked you off to the curb, man. Damn, dog.
I'm gone. That's okay. I'm gone.
Oh, y'all, I got to get out of here, man. I'm gonna go eat, man. I got a treat to get. I got a treat to get to the bar, man.
I tell everybody at the end, Ray, do you have one last thing you want to tell everybody? And I appreciate you being in here and being as long as you did. You made it 2 hours and 50 minutes, man. That's everybody gets in these lives. They're like, oh, I'll be on for a minute. I'll be on a minute or two, something like that. Well, I'll grind them in, dude, and they stay a long time.
Word of wisdom: make
Go ahead.
more than you spend.
Make more
Make
than you
more
spend.
than you spend. See y'all, man.
All right. See you, Ray. Have a good one, man.
See you, Ray.
Yeah, man. That Ray, man, he's something else, ain't he, man? I just get a kick out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say though, as far as Tuesdays go, I'm not going to be in here on Tuesdays for a while, for a few months. I don't know how long that lasts. I can't remember exactly how many games my boy has, but
Yeah.
but
Football
yeah,
season started.
football season starts this coming up Tuesday for me. I'm anxious. I've been looking forward to seeing that all summer long, and wouldn't miss it for the world, man. Got to be there for them boys.
Gotta be there, man. I was, man. When my oldest was playing, we went all over the world with him, man, playing baseball, man, and football. You know, he played football, baseball, basketball. He played all the sports, and hey, when they're in it, man, give them their time, man. That's why we go and we made our own business and all that to have time for our families. You know, that's what I tell everybody.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Let's see. See if anybody else got anything else they want to add to it. So I guess I need to find me so what you're telling me is you're quitting. You're giving me your week notice, and I need to find somebody for Tuesday nights to come in here with me and everything. So
I'm taking a sabbatical on Tuesdays. I'm still going to be on here on Sundays if you want me.
But yeah, I want you in here, you know. But I guess you know, I got to find another guy, guys. I got to pay a little more or something, you know, for Tuesday nights.
You got Chad, you got Ray.
Yeah. Chad, if you want to start coming in on Tuesday nights, if you can, you know, and y'all let me know, guys, on the time wise or whatever, because I know Tuesday's in the middle of the week, and I know Sundays everybody's trying to get their schedule right, get their maintenance done. Y'all let me know if y'all feel good with the time frame that we're still doing it and everything. But yeah, Chad, if you want to join Tuesday nights and get in here and congregate with us and everything, Tuesday nights are building up pretty good too, guys. So don't forget, man, we do another live on Tuesday nights at 7:00. And if we need to change that time a little bit for other people to get in and out, just let me know, man. Let me know in the comments here or whatever. But yeah, Tuesdays is building up pretty good too, ain't it, Tank?
Yeah, it is. I was in at the last second this past Tuesday, but yeah, it's starting to build up.
Yeah, I hear you, Jaden. I was never good at much sports either. You know, I did play baseball and I played football and all that kind of stuff, man. But my kid was way surpassed me on sports. He was such a good player or whatever. But I don't know where he got that from. I guess it skipped a generation, or my wife might have came from her or whatever. She's better sports than me too, probably. Who knows?
We were all athletes. I played football and baseball, played a little bit of basketball when I was in elementary school for the rec department. But as far as football and baseball, I played school ball, and then got my two daughters. One of them played volleyball. The other one played, she played softball, volleyball, flag football, ran a little bit of track. Got one that plays soccer, one that plays soccer and football. So,
yeah, I had a guy. I saw where Chad just said that I'm a professional beer banger, but I'll be honest with you, I don't do a lot of drinking or whatever. One of my buddies, he cuts a yard right here in my neighborhood, and I always gripe at him, you know, when I pull up to him or whatever. I'm like, dude, quit stealing my customers, you know, what the crap, you know. And we got to talking or whatever, and at the end, he goes, I'm gonna come over to your house this evening, we'll drink some beer. I was like, they don't drink beer. He goes, why? I was like, I don't know. He said, you don't drink? I was like, no. He said, well, what do you do? I said, I guess I don't do anything. He goes, why? I was like, I don't know. I guess I'm a loser. I don't drink beer.
I don't drink as much as I used to, but I do drink beer.
Yeah. So I appreciate Jaden to subscribing to my channel, man. If you don't mind, go over there and subscribe to T's Lawn and Maintenance. That's Tank. And subscribe to Chad. Subscribe to everybody in here, man. They got good channels and everything too, man. But I do appreciate you subscribing to me.
Yeah, man.
Well,
yeah.
You about ready to call it? You got a busy week?
Yeah, I do actually. Things are picking up. I've picked up quite a bit over the past 2 weeks, and things are getting kind of busy now. So going into the fall, it's gonna be rough right here at the end. So we're gonna
Yeah.
make it happen, Captain.
Oh, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you at all, man. I'm the same way, man. Yeah, I got my guys to go out and do everything, but we're gonna have a pretty busy fall and winter. I can see, we got a concrete job coming up. We got 2 slabs we got to pour for a Dollar General, and luckily he was able to let me do it later. And then I got a big bush job that we're going to be ripping out for a lady to redo. They bought a house. It's one of my customers I was telling y'all last week about. There's a neighbor next door that does lawn care, and they try to cut it for free to get it back, but they don't realize that I was already cutting their property on the other side of town. And so we're going to be ripping out all their bushes, and they're starting a clean slate. So that's going to be a good one too. So.
Yeah.
How Tank's dog? He said Tank said, yeah, tell him about your dog, man. We got more people
The dog is doing good, Jay. She had 2 seizures. Pretty sure they were stroke induced seizures. But everything looks good. My wife took her to the vet the next day. Everything looks good. They ran blood work, did x-rays, all that good stuff. She's walking around now. She's crab walking. She's not walking straight. She's gotten to where she's trying to bark at the other dogs. Her tail's wagging, all that good stuff. She's moving, eating, drinking, all that good stuff like you would expect. And but the only thing is she's walking sideways, and when she sits back, she has trouble holding her head up. Sometimes it just wants to fall backwards, but that'll come back with time. She's just got to build her strength back up. But everything looks good and everything's going good so far. But it was a scare, man. She scared the mess out of us. She really did. I thought she was gone for a minute there.
Yeah, man, that's scary. Well, guys, looks like everybody's getting off here and everything. Brian, go get that next job done. He's on his way to the next job. Chad, see you Tuesday night. Hopefully you can pop into the live and give us some thoughts and everything that's going on. And like you said, you hope your guy shows up for work tomorrow. I do too, man. That's one of the things, man. If you got employees, man, sometimes you get in a point where you need them. You know what I'm saying? But Tank, hey, we had a great live, man. There's a lot of people in here.
Yeah, man. A lot of fun. A lot of fun hanging out with everybody, learning stuff, all that good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Jay.
Say your ending to what you do, and then I do mine.
I do have one thing I want to say before we call it quits tonight, though. I know it's getting late, so I'll try to make it quick. Here lately, man, there's been some drama going on YouTube with the lawn and landscape industry, man. My opinion is, man, I really do think it needs to stop, man, because at the end of the day, we're all here to help each other. Most of us, I'm not going to say everybody, but most of us, we're not making a dime off of YouTube. Doesn't matter how big your channel gets, you're still not making any money. You're not famous. It's YouTube. It's not TV. It's not the movie theaters or anything like that. But we're all in this together. Every last one of us, no matter if you're a guy that's got a crew going out like Lee does, or whether you're a solo operator like me, you get looked down just like the rest of us do. I mean, everybody out there looks down on us like we're the scum of the earth. And at the end of the day, we're all in this together. We're just trying to help each other out. And that's what this live's all about, so people can learn off of it. And if you don't have something nice to say, man, just don't say nothing at all. Simple as that. And if somebody said something to you that hurt your feelings or offended you, reach out to that person. If you have their number, send them a DM, whatever it is, man. Reach out to them. Don't put it out there on YouTube, all that good stuff, and try to make people look bad. But at the end of the day, man, we're all friends here. We try to be as friendly as possible. We might cut up with you and give you a hard time, but we only do that because we like you. It's not because we don't like you or want to pick on you or make you look bad or anything like that. But the drama really does need to stop, man. We're all grown men and grown women in here. And like I said, man, at the end of the day, nobody's making any money off of this. So it really doesn't matter how big your channel gets. So that's just my opinion on it. You can take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, some people, I don't know, you hurt feelings or whatever, like you said. But I try to be as nice as I can to everybody that's in here and everybody that's on my channel and everything. I try to give back, try to give, knowledge that I possibly can and everything. But yeah, it's like you said, man, if you're pleasing everybody, I don't know, man, it's hard to please them all. You're going to have the 99%, that you're pleasing that. Well, there's 1 or 2% that, you might get feelings hurt. So.
Yeah. And also, man, we're all going through stuff. So just because you might be having a bad day or a bad week or a bad month, whatever it is, man, this too shall pass. But everybody's going through stuff. Don't take your frustrations out on the next person just because they might be doing something that you wish you were doing. Mm-hmm. So just my thoughts.
Yeah.
But other than that, the only thing I got to say is y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money.
Guys, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all much for, I love the lives, guys. I do more lives than I do videos a week, and y'all know that. But, guys, until next time, peace.
Good night, everybody.